basic rules here. We'll start with a recap. What happened last time?
We went to Swallow's house, and we debated burning it to the ground. But then we didn't, for some reason.
It's because instead we kidnapped someone inside one of the houses and ran away with it.
Yeah, they didn't like the light. And then they got mad. But then they came out with the light, and then they got small. But still mad. So
We're skipping a couple details.
So we turned them smaller, one of them, and then we stole them.
I was very helpful during that whole encounter. That's what I remember.
Well, let's start off with the someone that you discovered there were not the Kinku that you expected to find, but instead these mutated, half undead, half Kinku abominations.
So they're Kenku.
Like, yeah, they seem Kenku-ish in nature, but we're definitely not.
Look, I'm just saying, since the last time I've been here, obviously they've been working out a lot. Okay?
Yeah, and got a hankering for flesh.
Yeah. You know, they've been really scarfing down the protein, bulking up, you know. I respect the hustle.
Okay. Very good. Well, in respecting the hustle, you guys did say hey, why don't we try and talk to one of them, just one of them. And so after instigating a combat, you guys ran off with a single member because
We didn't instigate anything.
did you throw some stuff at it and were you
Yeah, we could have.
fireballing?
Yeah, but you know, some people wanted to set the place on fire, so I think we didn't instigate, all things considered.
Yeah, the base doesn't count.
You might be right. But in either case, you guys polymorphed one of the, critters, and then ran off with it. And in doing so, ran far until the other ones, because of the sunlight, not only shrank, but also didn't wish to pursue you any further. And now find yourselves here.
Yeah, I think we went in his brain or something too.
Oh, yeah.
That's just some of us.
Yeah, okay, so some subset of us. I guess we is not the right word because I wasn't there. They went in the brain.
Dude, why does the brain look like this?
We'll get to that in one moment. But yes, you guys came over here. Tess is still holding onto the snail. That is the snail form of the Shrieker. And the three of you, using Swallow to clairvoyance in, trudged inside. Scam, joined the ride by, biting his new gem that he was given by Ulrav.
Nom nom nom.
And so, as the three of them go inside, first I want to ask, Dave, what are you guys up to? How are you guys feeling?
We are playing the supervisory role, making sure that they're. I don't know. I'm gonna look inside. I'm gonna watch and observe and see if there's any bullshit afoot.
Okay. If you're looking around your surroundings, you can make a perception check. And how you feeling, Tess? You still got a snail in your hand.
I have a snail in my hand.
Yeah. That's a slimy snail in the hand. Faf is flying up above you. Dave comes to rest on your shoulder. He's like, damn. Are those three dead?
They'll be okay.
Okay. I don't care. Goes off. Flies to a nearby tree. Yep. You seem... The surroundings seem fine. You guys came at least quite a ways. At least a 10-minute run on over here. As we look inside for the moment, let's look over here. The three of you, have wandered into the soulscape of the Kenku snail you guys had taken. And in doing so, look at the barren landscape around you that seems devoid of life. It might have been jungly at one point, but it seems like all the moisture, all the life has been sucked out of it. And at the center, you see a chain down, larger than you remember that shrieker. That's changed by these like slightly glistening metal chains to the ground. Before you move real quick, one thing, Fleet, as you turn around, you do notice that your big friend that had come with you there we go. Yeah, a friend that had come with you. It's much smaller now in here. Seems like its true power is only within your soulscape, and it becomes a bit diminished when it's out of there.
I see.
But it's still floating above you and around you a bit. But yeah, you guys are free to do as you wish as you see the chain shrieker in front of you and your companions joining you at your sides.
Wasn't she bigger?
Wait, did she
It
shrink or
was
did she come in?
gigantic. Oh, there's a gigantic thing down below.
No, I mean, from the last time I saw her, wasn't she bigger?
Last time you saw her was last session. And the first time you saw her, so...
He saw her inside your thing. Inside your soul.
I don't think I invited him in. Into my
No. She kicked me out.
Yeah, I didn't invite him into my soul.
Oh yeah, you didn't actually see, did you?
No, I saw like parts of her, but
Oh yeah, you saw them like escaping through the burn. You know, so you did see a larger shape, even if you didn't see the full visage before.
no. Okay, I can put that aside for another time. It's time to martial check.
Okay, make a martial check.
Okay, what else are we gonna do standing here?
Squint.
Got him.
Alright. You see that this creature is indeed entrenched here. It seems it does not have free reign of its soul. Whatever it's there, it's not just the creature and denizen of its soul. It's also seems to be whatever curse has taken this creature, given physical form, trapped and almost anchored to the landscape, draining life out of it.
So,
It does seem like, because it's in its own soulscape, empowered compared to what you saw outside. But it is definitely heavily restrained by these chains.
okay, so I think the question I'm supposed to be asking here is, do I want to break the chains? Yes or no?
With that martial check, you identify the chains as not just holding it here, but anchoring it to this land. And you get the sense that to undo whatever corruption it might be, it would have to be unanchored at the same time.
I'm still a little confused, sorry. What do you mean by like anchor?
Like, the chains are what you see in front of you is the embodiment of the corruption.
Okay.
And the chains are connecting it to the soulscape and the landscape itself, and draining via the chains into this corruption.
Okay. So like, if I break the chains, to just like go free? It's like run amok?
Well, you can give me either an Arcana or Religion check to follow up. To see if you can understand this enchantment, because this does seem like heavy soul magic.
Okay, first I'm gonna think about it, then I'm gonna consult an expert.
Who's the expert?
The person standing next to me. Wow, I'm reminded yet again that I never went to church.
Yep. Soul magic is fucking weird.
Hey, Fui. You went. Hey, do you remember anything Jasmine told you?
Arcana check or?
Yeah, Arcana or Religion. You do have advantage recalling Jessamine info.
Arcana, let's try that. Advantage, you said?
Yes.
Nice!
She dealt with more like spirit folk and the tuning of a spirit folk with one soul. And even though she briefly covered soul magic on that topic, it's not all of the knowledge. You do get the sense, kind of what Twello understood, is that this thing isn't the denizen of the soul itself. Kind of like how that grayed out flea you saw was the symbol of the corruption. This is the same thing. It's the symbol of the corruption draining the soulscape around it.
Okay, then where's the real soul?
I'm gonna climb on top of Swallow and take a look around.
Wait a second. Wait, get off him.
She climbs on top of you. Make a perception check.
I'm gonna make a strength check. Hold up.
She is a kid, so she's not that heavy.
Oh, yeah.
9 is barely good enough. With the perception check, you look around and you see the barren landscape goes on and on for ages and ever. But with that high enough perception check, I will say your little buddy, who I have, shortened the name you've given me to V for now, swirls around you and then, almost understanding what you're looking for, swirls above this thing and almost tries to gesture at it, but almost inside it.
What?
Perhaps underneath? Or inside? Like inside it, or like
Alright.
under
Inside the creature.
Man, have you ever seen that theater play before? It was like this really wacky one. It's like a dream within a dream within a dream. It's like called Inception or some shit. It was really freaky.
Scam, what you doing while these two are talking, magic?
I'm boinging around.
Boing.
I like boinging, man. I'm vibing. I'm gonna run circles around Swallow just because I can.
Okay. Considering he's on the edge.
I jumped down, go, oh no, I fell! I jump back up.
Scam
Go
rolls
back
down,
around.
falls, and just climbs back up.
Yes, I'm on a jungle gym.
I wonder, do you think we could delve deeper into a soul from here? Can we clairvoyance twice? Maybe I can't do that, but maybe you guys can. You guys got special soul/rock powers. I'm not sure if clairvoyance can take me any farther than this.
It's unlikely. You hear Jakar in your head, and you see the sword at your waist.
Yeah, but do you think they got a shot then?
What shot?
Like maybe they can delve into the soul of the soul?
That's what I was saying was unlikely. There's no soul of a soul. There's just representations within a soul.
Ooh, okay. Alright, so maybe I was overcomplicating things. Alright. Let's say this thing is the real form is like maybe hidden somewhere. Maybe it's just a mutated form of the soul. I don't know. Well, I mean, certainly we're not gonna do anything else here standing around, so I guess we closer. Scam, don't touch anything weird.
Boing up and down. Boing, boing.
Oh my god. Scam, I don't know what's going to happen if something attempts to eat your soul.
Boing, boing.
Oh my god.
Alright. As you approach closer at the sound of your steps, you see the creature try to break against its chains with no avail.
I kick a pebble towards it.
You kick a pebble towards it. Laughed off and kind of like a wild animal, keeping completely restrained, muzzled, chained, unable to move.
I start speaking bird. Oh, hello there. Hello.
It caws out at you. It doesn't seem, even within its own soul, it has control of mental faculties. But since you are closer, give me another religion or arcana check. As you can see the enchantment much easier from here. Anyone can give it.
By anyone, you mean the people
Yes,
inside.
people inside. Clarify.
Silence.
Okay. Fui, you do understand at least, even though no new information comes to you, that these chains are highly magical and definitely seeping down into the soulscape, almost as if growing tendrils like roots into the environment. Swallow, you kind of get the sense of how this is starting to work, in that this creature is not, in control of itself. It's the soul magic that was used to corrupt it is done against its will of sorts, and so kept here, by those chains and anchored here. And if you truly did to free this creature, it would begin with not only unanchoring it, but then dealing with the manifestation of the corruption itself.
Okay, but is this the manifestation of the corruption, or is that something
Yes,
else?
that is this. You would have to undo the change by whatever you think would best fit, either a appropriate spell or appropriate, ability or power you might have. And then whoever is in here would have to vanquish this creature.
Okay. Let me check my spell book.
I do have a rock.
I have Dispel Magic, but I do not have Remove Curse. I also don't think I have any of my equipment on me.
You have basic equipment. What kind of equipment are you asking about?
Like, I don't think I have, like, my seals of, like, or whatever I prepared. That's probably a little glyph of wardings.
You
There we
have
go.
those. You feel the soul manifestation of those are on you.
Okay. All right, guys.
If you use material components in a dream, do you use them in real life?
Well, as Fui used Fly before in her own soulscape, she realized, hey, when she came back, she had that spell slot still.
Isn't the fly from her flute?
It is.
Yeah, but she still had the slots of her flute.
Okay, I see. Well, I mean, if that's the case, I probably should just go all out, except I only have 2 seals left. But, Alright, I got some bad news and some good news, I guess. The good news is there might be a way to fix this. The bad news is I think we have to beat it up. Also, it appears to be looking like it's...
I was trying to update the health. I forgot to do that.
Okay. But okay, so I think what happens is we're supposed to break the chains and then we have to fight it. I don't know if you guys are up for that.
Alright.
I was just saying, there's only 3 of us. The party composition's a little skewed, I'd say. Hey, Scam, you can fight in relatively close quarters. Yes? No? Maybe?
Yes.
I remember you were, like, learning how to, like, use, like, some other weapon besides a bow.
A goon.
Yeah. I don't know where you got that, but...
I picked it up.
You got it from the pirate, that you have on your ship.
Arg.
Okay, so yeah, you can, like, do, like, the gun and holding a knife thing, yeah? Yes? No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do I have a scimitar? I don't think I can use that.
That's what pirates use.
The thing you can use with your gun now lets you use a scimitar too.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently you've been spending a lot of time on the ship doing something.
I don't know, I've been most of the time.
I'm not sure what you're doing on the crow's nest.
Kaka.
As Fui, you slide down next to it, you see it shake once more, try to break out its chains, and now
I jump up and down.
Alright. If you have anything to prepare, now's probably the time.
You do see it, Fui, like thing is more gristlier a bit, but it's not just flesh and things stick in, you do see a black smoke kind of evaporating from it.
Oh, right. We probably should get to the most important thing first. Does anyone have a way to break these chains? Hey, Jakai, do you
I
think
have this rock on the floor.
I kick another pebble towards it.
Let's not do that.
Do it anyway.
Let's not do that. Hey, Jakai, you think if I just swing you around it work or?
You could certainly try, but I've been. And he seems to be pushing a bit. Just, I don't think I can manifest in this realm. I think I'm stuck to a sword. I can't manifest my soul physically in this realm. I can do it in the physical realm, though. Which, might not be a bad thing. If there's anything you want to communicate to those outside, I can do that for you.
Oh.
Can we get everybody in here? Can I poke this thing with the stick and see if anything happens to the stick?
You poke it with a stick, and you see where you poke it, black smoke goes up towards it. The stick seems fine, just this black sort of wet goop is connected to it as you pull it out, and the creature
I try to pick up the wet goop.
with your hands.
Yeah.
Okay,
From the
it looks
creature or
like
from the stick.
From the stick.
is it just me or is it looking like it's regaining its vitality?
It doesn't. It was like that. Like I said, I was updating though.
Okay.
Scam walks over you, Doofy, with his hands outstretched towards your stick with the black goop.
Give me.
I shoot a questioning look like I wouldn't do that.
Scam, please do not poke the proverbial mutant Kenku creature.
I spit on it.
You spit on the creature?
Yes.
That's not nice.
I kind of like that.
What?
What the fuck?
Which I'm trying to be like, which sick fuck likes this?
Water.
He's a kid.
Water.
Oh, he wants water?
Maybe?
I don't know if we want to give him that. Maybe?
I mean, look around.
I spit on it a little more.
You spit on it, it doesn't actually react.
Damn. I thought it would be funny.
Every time, other time it reacted harshly, but this time it just takes it for some reason.
Okay.
Do you have water?
I mean,
It's fine.
I do not.
Don't you have water skins?
No. I mean, yes, but...
That's like physical water, not like not like soul water. I don't know. Do we have water in here?
I mean, I can attempt to create water, but I don't have the spell prepared.
You have the manifestation of all your equipment that you would have had in the real world.
I don't remember what my water armor does. Oh, wait, does it make fog cloud?
Yeah.
Do I have to use a spell slot for that?
No. Let me check. I believe you don't have to.
I make a fog cloud, and it's water.
Give me an Arcana, or Martial, or Religion check before you do that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's good. You get the sight that, as you consider it and start releasing the fog cloud, right? You get a bit of the whispers out before you fully release the spell, right? That the chains start to shudder and the ground itself starts to suck up the water. This dry, barren landscape. You see pokes of green and grass are coming out, but the chains start to dissolve as the fog cloud reaches them.
Okay, looks like if you feed it water, it dissolves the chain. What the hell, Scam? I can't believe this is how we're going. Okay. All right, good job, Scam, for spitting on it.
With that final attack swallow, I will tell you one last thing, right? Once this is unchained, the corruption within this creature begins going out of control. If you don't defeat it, it will likely become unstable and kill the creature itself, but it does have a chance of exuding out into the environment, into the world, physically.
Okay, that's a great thing to tell the people outside.
Go, Jaka.
Alright, I'll do that. Back over here, you guys are just twiddling your thumbs, like looking around, chilling.
I'm twiddling my thumb. I'm making sure we all get chased by any bitches right now.
Well,
We just ran for our fucking lives, dude.
true.
I snore very loudly.
I'm not concentrating on a snail spell or something.
You
Is
are.
that
That's why
what
you have the
we're
little blue thing.
doing?
You see Swallow's sword like clacks out of his unconscious hand, and Jakar rises out of it. Oh, wait. I'm getting control of that. Oh, anyway. Diane. Dave. Yes. He has
Yeah.
a message for you.
Oh, okay.
He's about to do something very stupid. And
Oh, okay.
Then you hear into your voice, Swallow, like as the sword says, "What do you want me to tell him again?"
We're going to try and unchain this corrupted soul that's chained inside, and we're gonna try to beat it. But if we don't beat it, it might die, or it might actually just like explode its corruption out into physical
okay,
world,
got it,
which
I
is
got it,
probably
perfect. All right, Dave. So they're gonna do some shit to that thing that she's holding right there, trying to save it or something, and then. But if they fuck up, or just in general, they're about to start something that it's gonna like just watch that thing. Something might happen to it.
So okay.
If they fuck up, they fucked. But you might also be fucked if they fuck up.
Oh, that's excellent. That's very excellent and good to know. Thank you, Jaka.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, in case we start getting our asses whooped, what's our exit plan?
Get us out.
Yeah, do we just like say like jack out or some shit? Just like flee the premises?
Yeah. You can drop the clairvoyant spell. It's not concentration, but you can drop it to exert yourself out at any point.
If I drop it, do I pull everyone out or just myself?
You pull yourself and Fui out. Scam can choose whenever he goes out by himself.
Okay, Scam, please do not do the dumb thing and prioritize your self-preservation, please.
I try touching it with my rock hand.
You see a faint glimmer glow, and the chains also seem to shudder, and the creature like shudders out.
Okay. Before let's do some prep.
Do I get hurt?
You do not, but you do feel us tugging. The nature of the blossoming emerald, which you have seen to heal, does seem like it wishes to heal the creature.
I'll swallow. Have a
Yeah.
rock.
You have a rock? Hold up. That might be more. That probably would be more effective than me casting Fog Cloud, but the benefit of Fog Cloud is we could stand over there.
Hey, Ash.
What's up?
From the outside, I'm going to golden script a Lehman's tiny hut around
I thought you might.
us. Thank you. Fuck you.
10 feet radius?
Huh?
10 feet.
What's the
Where
radius?
are you putting it?
10 foot.
Where's the
10 foot radius centered on me, and I don't know. It's just around us.
Okay.
I can't hear you, bitch. All right.
This is 5. 10 is like. Oh, okay, good. Thank you. Cool. Liam and Tiny Hut, right there. Perfect. Oh, by the way, Dave, while I got you, while you have that spell going and you see it come up, the dome comes up around you, you hear bring. Hello? You hear your sending stone going off.
Who?
Your sending stone.
Mine?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Oh.
Dave Rallis, I thought I could reach you here. Are you going to be long? Me and the other red wizards are at Nangalore.
What the fuck the hell is that?
You hear Valindra's voice as you guys did exchange information last time and wanted to make a joint effort to,
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're on our way. We're just making a stop.
Oh, all right, perfect. We've scattered out the entrance, but it does seem like there's a few enchantments blocking the gateway. We can dispel those, but as a sign of good faith, we will await you before we venture in ourselves.
Oh, yeah, that's a good arrangement.
Dave?
Yes.
Hello, Dave.
Hello.
And you see her like ask like, are you, thank you would be nice, as if she's not hearing you. Make me an intelligence saving throw, Dave, for Alice.
An intelligence saving throw?
Yes.
Do I have advantage on that?
I think so. At least not by default. Unless you maybe played something or something.
Do wizards get advantage on that?
No, but you have proficiency.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Sorry. Okay, yeah, you're right. That's it.
You feel weird. You feel your mind a little distant, as if you're not fully there. Tess, who's watching out, you see Dave go a bit see-through for a moment. And Dave, the sending stone which is in your hand as you're talking through it, like passes straight through your hand and falls on the ground. And you just, like, for a moment you feel your mind diffusing. You feel memories escaping. And then you're back in the moment and you're there and you can feel the wind, the air, the sensations around you again, and he goes opaque again, Tess.
Did you just become a ghost?
That was unusual.
It felt similar to your blink spell.
Well, that was unusual and definitely is something that is supposed to happen, of course. Is that something that's supposed to happen?
No. Like, as a base, you can make an Arcana check, but as a base wizard, yeah, usually if you cast a spell, something happens. If you don't cast one, that shit's not supposed to happen.
That's supposed to happen.
Yeah, definitely not supposed to happen, and you notice familiar feeling when you blinked, right? A small tugging, a small sort of etherealness in terms of a disconnect from the plane, and you go back in your memories, and with the 29, you remember like a similar feeling you had once before, a long, long time ago.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Ash. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I picked up on that.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this the most nail though?
Yeah, toes down.
Okay. Would you say that I was distracted?
I'm saying you made the save.
I had some trouble concentrating while that happened.
I'm saying you made the save, so you didn't actually blink out.
Okay.
Tess, you recall one time when you guys showed back up during the things when Lawrence himself was away, and Dave was gone, and then he reappeared a second later. So this is not the first time.
What the fuck? This is not the first time. What?
Oh, so this is the first time we've noticed this happening.
This first time it's happened right in front of you. The other time when you left him in the passageway and came back, he was gone, and then he reappeared a second later. Like you blinked and wait, what the fuck? You've been here the whole time?
Oh well, that's good.
All right. I guess we're still doing shit inside then,
You
right?
hear a voice from the thing said, "Well, I trust it's a little rude, Dave, to just leave without saying anything, but I guess I'll see you here." And the line cuts off.
Does sending stone work while I'm in the hut?
Yeah.
Spells and other natural effects can't extend to the dome or be cast through it.
Yeah. Sending is higher magnitude, I will say, because it can traverse planes.
Okay.
Still get annoying phone calls even in your house.
How dare they?
Throw the phone out of the house.
All right. I mean, hey, actually, can you use your stone's energy from above the cliff?
1 second. I just want to confirm: is anyone doing anything on the outside before they start shit on the inside? Okay, let's get the show on the road.
All right, hey, Scam, maybe we should step a little farther away, unless you want to get hit. In which case, I guess that's fine.
I bounce away like a birdie.
Right.
Boing, boing.
And if you got any buffs you want to prepare and stuff, now's the time. Sing some songs. I'm gonna start putting some glyphs on the ground.
I start dancing.
You're gonna give it tongues?
I'm gonna give it tongues.
Oh. Okay.
Spell grants the creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language can hear and understand.
Oh shit. Okay. So you hear yammering, it's like, eat, feed, come. Closer. This side. This way. Mouth. Over here.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, I don't want to get eaten.
Sirak.
We're gonna introduce you to a new individual of worship.
Words thanks to the spell. Worship. Food. Food.
God damn it.
Alright.
Okay, I'm putting my aura of life probably on the floor somewhere.
That surrounds you, or is that a glyph?
It's a glyph.
Okay.
When I touched it with my rock hand, the chain started dissolving too.
Yes, but you would have to put some intent into it.
Okay.
Okay. It is 30-foot radius. I'm going to put it. Where do I check directions? I'm having trouble like pulling out the ruler. There we go. So it's
Prepare
like
my
this.
flintlock. I start freaking out and like try to like clear the freaking
Wait, how
airway
large
because I haven't
is
used it in a while. Pop,
Holy
pop,
shit,
pop, pop.
30-foot radius is humongous.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
I'm just gonna like, if all right, I'm going to just set it like kind of close to the creature, like probably here. This seems good. Yeah.
Put it down. I can't see it yet.
Oh,
Or you
how
can
do I?
press space to point.
Here seems good. This center.
Okay.
I'm not gonna activate it. I'm just gonna like put it there.
So that.
Holy shit! That's 30 feet.
That is 60 feet diameter. I think.
Drown us? Like, what's
Are you
up?
sure?
I will check, but yes.
That's 55 feet from the center.
Oh wait, okay. I will count. 5. Ah, it's that.
I was like, wait a second. I didn't realize the spell was this broken.
And this is Aura of Life?
Yeah, I haven't activated it yet, but like it's probably gonna come up soon.
Okay, I'm just gonna put it here so we have it.
I'm gonna give us all fly. Tongues is not concentration, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm going to give us all bless.
Alright. Y'all are blessed. Y'all are flying.
This may or may not be dropped if I choose to use Spirit Guardians, but don't worry about that.
Well, in the real world, this thing could not fly, so
Okay, actually,
hopefully
instead
that'll
of-
save us.
you said real stuff won't be used, right? Do we have all our potions on us?
Yes.
Okay, instead of using bless, I'm going to drink the bless potion instead.
Okay. So you're drinking that, and what about these two?
I don't know. Do they have one?
Okay, so you're blessed now. You
Alright,
all three are flying.
All three of us are flying. Okay, I'll fly up in the air, I guess.
I say, wee!
Scam Peter Pan's a bit.
I turn on my sword, and then I turn on my sword. Is now on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I cast spiritual weapon for level 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I have a lot of setup time. Okay.
Okay, where are you putting your spiritual weapons?
Probably just like in front of the cliff is fine. Just like in front of me is fine. Actually, yeah, it's like not that big of a deal. Hey, Chakal, you can still do that, right?
Yes, I can still do that much at least.
Okay, that's good. Wait, that's 2 swords, I think.
Yep. I got it. There, it's visible now.
And then what else is there? I activate my fire shield. I rarely get to do that.
Okay, got all the buffs going.
Gotta get everything going, you know. Now's the chance. We haven't had an opportunity to just.
All right. Since we're not using fucking slots, motivational speech us all. It's been a while since we've seen that.
Oh no, these are all spells that are actually tied to my items. I haven't used any slots yet. I'm just using all of my consumables. It's like,
5 hit points, advantage on wisdom. Saving throws
Okay.
Okay.
for everybody.
Each of you take 5 temp HP.
I give myself the warm shield.
Okay.
I probably I don't know if this is correct, but it'll be fine. Also, I guess I'll kind of hover close to the ground for now, but it's like okay, you know. I will be the tank, I guess. What else is there? I haven't used a concentration spell yet. I cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay. How far is that?
That's a great question. Ash is just like, bruh.
Hey, do it, bro. You guys are 3 people in time for a fight. How far?
Radius
is
is 15 feet.
Okay, that's Spirit Guardians.
And I'm choosing Radiant.
Okay.
And then, if I think what's going to happen is once I activate the Aura of Life, it's going to the chains are going to start sucking on it.
Gift of luck for yourself. Got it.
Okay. I'm just gonna continue. I'm gonna start feeding it fog clouds from here.
Okay, so you're gonna turn on Fog Cloud as well. What's the radius on that?
Oh, great question. I don't know. I don't have that spell.
Check it.
Hey, Dave, what's the radius of fog cloud?
It's 20 meters radius. Unless you use a higher spell slot, then
20 feet, right?
that's bigger. Oh, sorry, 20 feet. What am I saying? Not meters.
20 feet. Yeah, we just put it on top of the dude, I guess. Unless you want to feed your energy crystal thing from here, if you can do that. What's your thoughts? Fui?
Let's just go.
Okay, let's just go. Scam, are you ready?
I continue cleaning out my flintlock.
Okay, you appear to be.
I think I'm ready.
Alright, you want to cast any like buffs on yourself? Anything? You know what? Let's just go.
Okay.
I bop. Can I bop first?
Yeah,
Wait, who goes first?
It's Fog Cloud. Okay, so Fog Cloud goes out, right? And that starts, you see the chains dissolving away slowly.
Does the area around us seem to change?
Like, sprouts of little green grass are sprouting up, but at the same time, they're not, like, extending as far yet.
Alright, I activate my Aura of Life from where I am as well.
Aura of Life activates, and that also starts eating through the chains. You see smoke starts spilling out of the creature as the chains are no longer restraining it. Last call. Is there anything you want to do? Okay, let's get the show on the road. Time, as all of you stare off, is the creature. The smoke starts riddling away, the chains start dissolving, and the anchor that's sucking away this very life essence of the soulscape breaks. Let's get some appropriate music going. As the creature unfurls and puffs out its feathers, stands up tall once more. You see this gigantic sort of beast, 50 feet long, at least 10 feet high, and it stands and roars out in a huge caw.
I say, ooh.
By the way, you gave me a new ability. I don't even remember what it is.
You figure out
That's
something.
tough. That's tough, man. That's tough.
You have fucked up.
Oh my god, I'm looking through the fucking jungles of Chult things right now.
I getting appropriate
Alright,
music.
I found it.
While the stuff is eating away, while that is going on, right here for a moment. Tess, you have a snail in your hand.
I do.
It's been roughly, I will say, 15 minutes since they went in, and you see the snail in your hand start giving off black smoke into the air. The smoke passes through the Lehman's tiny hut, or does it stay inside, Dave?
It can pass. Well, all right. If it's an object that it can pass through, if it's a spell or magical effect, it can't pass through. So whatever your interpretation of that is.
No, this is weird.
Yeah, I'll give you the full text, and then you can make a ruling.
I'll let Dave decide. Dave, the smoke is escaping. Do you let it escape, or do you let it not escape?
No, I can stay inside. That's cool.
Okay, it starts filling the hut. It starts filling the hut, and you feel your lungs start to burn.
You know, I changed my mind.
Yeah?
I changed my mind.
How about you step outside the hut?
Well, then there will be no more hut, which is probably what I would do anyway. Like, no, you know what? We don't need no hut. It's okay.
Okay, so you step out and the hut disappears?
I think I just dismissed the hut.
Okay, you dismiss the hut, of course. And you see the smoke that had started to concentrate, and if it had gone a bit longer, you feel like it would have definitely started doing something. This corrupting, dark magic that's exuding from the creature, burning itself into you, instead gets released into the air, almost like the smoke of a bonfire. Rises.
I toss it onto the floor.
Toss it onto the floor. Little snail on the floor. It starts crawling towards you slowly to like attack, like a mean snail attack.
I hide behind Dave.
Don't worry, I will protect you from the snail.
Yep.
All this time, as the process goes on, another couple minutes pass. Smoke keeps going into the air. You see. Give me perception checks, Dave and Tess.
Okay.
During this time, the snail approaches your boot, Dave, and just headbutts your boot very softly.
Damn, it moves fast.
Over the
That's a
course,
fast.
It's very motivated.
over the course of the next, at 5 minutes, it gets your boot.
No, nah, dude. I'm gonna give it a stick or something. It's gonna crawl at a stick. I'm gonna move the stick.
Push it over.
I'm a mage hand it. Nope, I'm not touching that.
Okay, you mage hand
It's fucked up.
it. Just you can literally keep it out of reach with mage hand it. Is mage hand concentration?
No.
Okay.
Is it?
No, it's not.
Is it? That'd be quite
think
surprised.
so.
Probably not.
No, I don't think so.
But yeah, you just keep pushing out of reach so as to make the crawl every few minutes. But 10 minutes pass, and you over the course of these 10 minutes, at some point you do notice as the smoke doesn't stop coming from it. Inside, the chains are still breaking and the smoke is still exuding, as it does take some time for the life to slowly bite them away. You hear a caw in the distance, Dave, as something has seen the smoke signal.
Can I put a bag over it?
Like I
Put a
said,
jar. Do we have a jar?
Yeah. A cup.
Don't you have the freaking magic cup of whatever liquid?
He's gonna drown it?
Don't we have the broken soul lamp?
Yeah. Shove it inside.
you want to put in the soul lamp?
I mean, it's broken, right?
Yeah, there's no
Untie-
fuel inside it anymore.
Yeah. Okay, shove it in.
You shove it in the soul lamp, and you see the smoke quickly fills the soul lamp, and it goes darker and darker black. The smoke that was in the air is still up there, and you do hear caws. Are you doing anything in response to the caws in the distance?
Dave, you want to move away from this spot for a bit?
Yeah, I like walking.
Yeah, let's take a walk.
Wait, there are people that are here.
Can you recast the hut?
Yes. Wait. Well, no, it has to be in the hut.
There you
Unless
go.
does polymorph extend outside? If I concentrate on polymorph, does that extend outside the hut?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, yeah, okay. It can stay the fuck outside the hut. Yeah, I can recast my. How many charges does the golden script dagger have anyway?
You choose 3 spells, so you have Tiny Hut as just
Oh, okay, it's not charges. It's just I just have it.
yeah, you have it.
Okay.
12 seconds later.
Okay. Yeah. 12 seconds later, there is a dome again. Except this time it's, the hut description does say the inside is nice and comfy.
Oh, it's very comfy. You toss and roll the lamp outside with the snail in it that's exuding black, and you see it gets darker and darker. Tess, you've been, around volatile situations. You know what it looks like, and something that's about to erupt. So,
Dave, I think this lamp is about to explode.
Oh, that's nice.
Stay in the hut.
That's nice. I'm gonna stay in the hut where it's safe.
Okay,
The air conditioning.
I'm gonna stay right here.
stay right there. Shit, that's not it. I'm not there.
So if the snail dies and they're still in the mine, what happens?
I don't think it's gonna die to its own corruption explosion, right?
That's a snail right now, so I don't know.
I'm pretty sure if it loses HP to Polymorph, it just turns bigger again.
Well, in either case, you guys see as both at the same time as inside that the creature breaks free of its chains, outside the lamp shatters as the smoke build up. Only so much gas can exist in space, and it shatters, and a smoke cloud of darkness reaches out of that space and then rises into the air once more. The snail sits there, victorious. As a large,
Sure, I'm glad I was inside the hut instead of taking like billions of points of broken glass damage.
Isn't it still daytime?
it is, but you see
Dude.
a large cloud of smoke rising out of this thing
If I
into the air.
once I come back and see what happens to Lamp, I'm gonna be like, dude, I bet that freaking dude in the freaking trial, dude, this is gonna happen all along. He's laughing his ass off right now.
Tess, you make me. Both of you guys can make me either Arcana, Perception, or Nature.
Me?
Yeah, either of these. As you see the smoke, the cloud, like erupting in full from this. You guys notice it looks very similar to one other time you saw dark smoke, blackness rising from a creature. You recall, Dave, the Bodak, as it tumbled towards the town and black energy was being given off it.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
Alright. That shatters. It's time to roll initiative. Why don't we all roll initiative just because?
Ah!
Including the one sleeping?
Oh, well, use your tokens in the real world.
My initiative is weird. I rolled a 16 supposedly.
Okay.
Oh, that's why. It's okay. I rolled an 18 now.
And mine says a 16, but it's very tiny.
Okay. There's a roll initiative macro that should be working.
Use the one in selected instead of the one in campaign.
Oops.
I think
Yes.
so, broke.
Okay. It's good. What does the alacrity do?
20.
See it. Where is it on my thing?
28.
Oh, here's the
You
blind.
are definitely going.
10. Wow.
I can set you to 28. I need to give this guy his soul bonus for initiative. Because it's his soul, bitches.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh. I thought his soul. Oh.
Does he say that?
No. He's like, find it, food, eat, devour.
So he doesn't have a concept of calling people bitches.
Not yet. You could teach him the word. If y'all live long enough. Fui, you have control over V, and we'll go into that. They have a spell list, and basically what they can do is they can cast one spell on their turn, and they can have concentration separate from yours. So, as you'll check their list, they have concentration spells, and they can basically... You can have a concentration spell, they can have a concentration spell.
Okay.
I remember asking you this before, I think last time, but like I can't use 5 feathers. So like, is this like a problem or?
Nope, we're just going to use the 3 feather thing for now. Well, you can use 5 feathers if you fucking heal someone.
Yeah. Okay, I see. So that the one you're just limiting that aspect. That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
All right.
There's reason.
We.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's spell book, not spell library, right?
Spell book, yes. Spell library is a
I was
full
like, this
spell
is a
book.
bit fucking long.
Yeah, it's a spell book.
You have a spell book. The spell library is everything that exists.
Spell encyclopedia.
Wow. How long do you
Chunky.
think your hut holds up?
All right. Fui, your first stop first. You see this creature is ready. It looks deranged. It looks savage. It looks like food. Eat. Zurich.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we were expecting here. You guys are in the air, right? I'm on the ground. Kind
You
of
can
hovering.
fly.
He does not seem to have wings at the moment.
No. We can fly.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, but I'm sticking. I'm kind of like not that high up in the air because I want my aura to be working. I guess.
oh, I see.
Yes.
Well,
I mean, like the flying thing is when things really go bad. I'm gonna fly.
yeah, it's just a contingency plan.
You know, out of curiosity, you think this thing can like make wings for itself?
It didn't in the real world.
This is not the real world, is it? You know, don't you ever imagine in your dreams that you can fly and suddenly you can?
No.
I don't know. I mean, I had to cast the fly spell. to
Scam!
fly.
I swear to God, you've done that before
Yeah,
at least
so
once.
Out of character. Why is this guy saying all this shit very loud, out loud, giving this guy ideas? This guy who can now understand your words.
Oh, don't worry. We have a plan written up already.
Well, let's go back to trusty dissonant whispers.
Okay.
Ah!
I love it. Wisdom saving throw, I believe. Yes, there it is. Saving throw. Wisdom. Normal. It fails. Immediately takes 7 points of psych damage as it racks its brain, and you see it get low to the ground as if trying to get away from the whisper that you speak towards it. It takes the damage. 7, and then it's gonna immediately, using its reaction, back out. It like jumps over these rocks, goes over here, and goes like behind this rock and just cowers a bit, and then looks back at you with like it's mad. Like the fear subsides a bit, and it just stares at you for you.
I don't think it's mad.
All right. Would you like to do anything else?
I'm gonna fairy fire it.
All right. Fairy fire is a dex save. Saving throw. Dex. It fails that too. It is fairy fired. As you see, your little spirit wanders about, and you see it. What does it look like? What does the fairy fire look like?
It's gonna be like purple to match its vibe in my vibe, you know.
What?
It's gonna light up the world.
It's
Oh.
now light with like purple little sparkles around the sky, making it easy to hit.
Does it seem to have any effect in terms of, you know, sunlight, darkness type?
It does not seem to at this point.
Okay.
But I will remind you, that's an excellent question for a martial check, so I shouldn't have answered yet.
Oh, does that count as my martial check or?
Nope. That I gave you for free. You can still do a martial check and ask another question, or learn about its ability.
Alright. Nice.
Unfortunately, that is not enough. Alright, is that the end of your turn?
I'll take my free one. Yes, that's it.
Dave! Hey Dave,
Oh.
are you doing anything out here? You just see this
Is
snail
this
slowly
snail doing anything?
It's slowly approaching the dome, menacingly.
That is an astonishingly fast snail.
It's a very motivated snail.
I don't.
Very,
Wait,
very motivated.
I kind of want the snail, man. Wait, hold on.
You're not. You're dealing with the snail's true form inside.
You know, that's the problem. I don't know what that the
I-
snail is like having a grand time with Dave. Miss it out,
Can I
man.
martial check the smoke.
Sure, make me a
Shouldn't
martial
mark-
check. Or a Arcana check, because that would apply in this case.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. You recall now as well that black smoke seems to have a corrupting air around it. You do get a sense if you kept breathing in for too long, that corruption might start taking hold in you and your companions.
Oh my god, it would have given us COVID. Holy shit.
In addition, you recall that the black smoke that erupted from the Bodak spat made the sky black.
Uh-huh.
Alright. You get the sense as you see rising up into the air that in 3 turns, it'll be dark enough where very little light will be penetrating through the smoke above you.
What is it like collecting a cloud or some bullshit above us?
It's collecting a sort of overcast, dark cloud.
Yeah, surely it'll be okay.
Cool. End your turn?
Yeah, I don't really see anything that useful to do right now.
Okay.
Shoot fire at it.
Swallow.
I feel like that would be a net negative. Also, a firebolt wouldn't pass through.
Stick your hand out there, shoot fire at it.
I feel like Ash will like fucking fire me for that level of like rules edge casing.
I disagree, but let's go on.
Yeah, I gotta toe the line.
Swallow, what you up to?
I stare at the creature very intently.
All right, let's see it. That is a
Very, very intently.
I will give you its traits for free. Its traits before included Ruthless. Now it includes Annihilation.
I don't remember what that means, but I think it means if we fall down, we're gonna get the shit beat out of us.
So Ruthless
Alright, time to go to sleep then, I guess.
means it will attack you, right, if you're downed, right? These guys want to feed. It's looking for dead bodies, doesn't care if there's other living things around. Annihilation, if you recall, there was one enemy with it previously, and that was the Tyrant Decayed. Annihilation means it has some form of ability or interaction that can cause instant death without the use of HP or death saves.
What the fuck is?
Wait. Repeat that.
Annihilation means that some ability or mechanic that this creature employs results in instant death without accounting for HP or death saves.
Wait, why is this thing so fucking brawling?
You're
I thought
in
it was
the
just a
soul,
bird.
bro.
Sits on the ground as if I did nothing wrong.
This is a soul battle.
I'm starting to realize we really fucked up.
Oh, and also its abilities. I can give you them. It just has 4. I will type them out. It has Mangle, Regurgitating Cycle, or Revolution.
Can you write these out?
I'm writing them out.
Cool.
Okay, those 4 abilities. Mangle, Regurgitating Revolution, Shriek, and Disperse Murder.
Oh wow, Disperse Murder sure sounds awful.
Would you like to know Disperse Murder?
Yeah, sure, let's start with that.
Alright. Boom. If this creature is not defeated after 1 minute in its unleashed state, its curse spreads to all those within its soul and become corrupted. This is...
Alright, we got 10 rounds, cool.
If you get to round 10, and round 10 ends and you have not defeated it, and you're still in its soul, you're fucked.
Wonderful.
Alright. Is that anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I think it's time to cast spells.
Yeah, measure stuff. Like, hold up, this is kind of far, like that. Hold up a minute here.
I don't remember how many feathers I have. I should check if I have any.
You have full feathers, I checked.
Okay. I used 3.
Okay, so 3 plus 7, so 10 damage total. To the creature.
I think it's... unless you changed it, it's something else now.
Oh yeah, you have to roll for the feather damage.
Yeah.
Alright,
It
hit that
deals
pro.
9 times 3.
Yes.
And I use my other new ability.
Yes. Who are you?
Which-
Let me know.
I mean, there's only one target.
No, there's multiple targets.
I don't know that one. Everything on the big creature. So that's another 3d6. Do I have to roll that?
Yes. You read the other part of that text, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, just confirming.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it. How do I roll again?
1 second. Fucking HP got fucked.
It's fine. I rolled a 14.
Okay, nice. So that's 27 from that. Oh, that's 29 did there. Then you did that much more from the Flamewalkers, and you do 14 more. Good. Very good. Good job.
I used I cast a level 1 guiding bolt.
All right. You have advantage on the attack thanks to Fairy Fire.
Oh. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let me see if radiant damage does anything to it. We're about to find out, aren't we? If not, this freaking spirit guardians is not working. Actually, also I need to maintain my shit properly. I have no level 3 spell slots left. Looking for the spell. I'm struggling. Level 1. Did you give me that already? No, you didn't. I have to just roll it. Okay.
Yeah, just roll a spell attack. You can, for you, it's what, +8?
Yeah.
Is that the same as Jakal? No, Jakal is different there.
It's slightly different. It's a spiritual weapon, which doesn't exist anymore for some reason.
Is on your Jakal 1, Jakal 2. So you can touch these things here and use those. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I see. This one?
Yep.
And it's with advantage?
Okay, that definitely hits. Total of... Oh yeah, roll the damage.
Yeah, sure. Well, 4d6, and then plus 14?
Wow. Low rolls.
Plus 14.
That's okay. Yeah, because the next... until the end of my next turn, I add equivalent amount of d6s.
No, you don't add that. The creature you burned adds that.
Oh!
Oh,
Misunderstandings.
that's a buff to an ally or an enemy. So you can decide if you want to undo that part now, if you wish.
Oh, I see. So I can deal damage to someone else, but...
Yeah, and then they get extra damage on their next strike.
Man, who wants that?
Probably you.
If they die, they don't get to get a next strike.
If you die in the game, you die in real life.
I think I'm just gonna sit on this for a bit and not use it.
Okay.
Also, it's within 10 feet, and that guy is not within 10 feet.
Oh yeah, they can't bounce him anyway.
Okay, good to know. In which case, this whole thing with the guiding bolt was really not worth it. That's
Yeah.
fine. I'll use it anyways. I'm using it anyway.
You have 60 feet of movement, so...
I mean, I think it's like it's fine. And then I'm just gonna stand. I'm gonna move here, I guess. I move my swords.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, I can't move my swords. I use my bonus action. Just stand here.
Okay.
I'm standing. I'm hovering next to this pink flower. I am now its guardian. I stand in front. Stand behind me.
We hear she say that, and she's like, mm-hmm.
All right. The end of your turn.
Yeah.
All right. Shriekers.
Did it have any adverse effect to guiding bolt, or was it like pretty normal?
It's normal.
Okay.
The rain damage went through.
Okay.
The creature now. It's going to... Are you on the ground?
He's hovering next to...
How high?
Swallow.
I'm like 10 feet up in the
Oh,
air.
okay. That's nice.
I mean, like, what at this point you're within Spirit Guardians, but like he doesn't have like difficult terrain through it.
Yeah, he'll get there, even with the difficult terrain. How much damage what did he do for Spirit Guardians? Dex save? With save?
Dex save, pretty sure. I would check again, but
He makes that one. And then he takes half damage.
I believe he will take half, yes. I'm opening up my spellbook right now in case I'm trolling you. But I believe it's Dex.
Either way, with a 19, he probably makes it.
Oh no, it's a wisdom saving throw.
With a
But it's
19, he
fine.
makes it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
So roll that damage.
It's 3d8. Oh.
Okay, 5 points of radiant damage added to the creature. Very good. He does not seem appeased. He seems mad. He seems hungry. He's like, and just like a dog comes running on over into the spirit guardians, into all of these like special splintering effects. There's so much lights around right now. He is going to take a mangle action.
Okay.
He's going to attack you.
Okay.
Boop. Wow. He missed it.
Wow, it does 25 piercing bleed damage. Wow.
Boop. Wow. He sucks.
Whacking his side with my shield.
That misses.
It's too low.
All right. He misses all 3 attacks as he mangles, tries to like peek at you, making holes in the ground all around you, missing all the blows.
I'm very concerned. These look like very deep holes.
Yep, they're very deep holes. He is going to use a bonus action now. And
Oh boy. Guys, I think I know what Mangle does.
let's see. Damn, he fucking missed all that shit. That's depressing.
Tough.
He knows not to attack his fellow kind. Oh,
We're
what are
gonna
you doing?
Move there. That makes no sense.
Oh.
Whoa, boy. I need... Fui, swallow. Damn, this thing doesn't have stats real yet. So I'm gonna just make it immune for now.
Immune?
Your pink spirit thing, because I forgot to give it actual stats. I need a dex save from all 3 of you.
Dex
Well,
saves.
2 of you. You 2.
Alright. I am blessed.
You are blessed.
I think it doesn't matter.
Yeah, 15.
Although, no, it does matter. I don't know what Jakaz... Oh, it's fine.
Yeah,
It's the same thing as
15
me.
plus yours, it's fine, yeah. You
fine.
guys make the save, and so you watch as its beak opens like wider than it should, and you see just a spray of acidic vomit regurgitate all in this direction. You guys watch as basically it follows this line all the way to the end of the soulscape.
So what, just lines of smoke just
Like,
shot at us?
literally like a wave of acidic vomit shoots out in that direction. You
Ah!
guys take half damage.
Oh.
You
Ash
guys,
is like, they're taking damage one way or another.
you take 13 damage each.
Cool. It was just a cone, right?
Yes, it's a cone that is like this.
Okay. 10.
Don't forget your 5.
Okay, well, I no longer have 5 temp HP, do I?
Well, I'm just saying.
Concentration.
I don't know
checks.
if you said it.
I didn't. So I'm just subtracting 8. Concentration checks, I have advantage on those.
Yep. Fui, I need you to make concentration for your spirit friend. Even though they don't disperse and die, we're not doing hit points for them.
Constitution check, right?
Yes, there's a yeah.
Okay, this actually matters. I need to roll high. I need to roll a 2 on my.
Well, shit.
I need to roll a 2 on my concentration.
Okay.
I did it. I make it.
All right, you made it. Good. So you keep Spirit Guardians. Fairy Fire, unfortunately, drops. I'll keep the Guided on because it still has Guiding Bolt on.
No. Fairy Fire is on. Fly drops.
Fly drops. Oh.
I fall 10 feet from the ground.
Oh. Hey.
does that make
high-
me a concentration
How
check?
high in the air were you, Scam and Fui?
Not that high considering this thing.
I
will
chose to be
next.
very high because I thought that was a very good option for me.
Give me an acrobatics check, Scam. Fui, how high were you?
Is that 27 the damage they took? Or what
They
is
took
that?
half. They took 13.
Okay.
If I took 27, I was fucked.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Scam, you land.
So-
You don't go prone. You take half damage from the fall.
Oh, sense.
You take 10 points of damage. 11 points of damage.
Didn't I have a thingamajiggy?
You did. So to take the 11, and it'll take up from your temp HP first.
How much?
What do I do? Oh wait,
How far did
11.
you fall?
It's
11.
a D10 per 10-foot fallen.
She
Each
flew up
so-
60 feet. She flew up.
That's a lot of high.
Yeah.
That's a lot of high.
This is one of the reasons why I didn't fly up high. It was like, wait a
I
second.
thought it was a valid solution for me. What do you mean?
Wow.
Look, there's still a cliff between us and it. I'll worry once it gets up the cliff.
Yes. I'm glad you can say that. I'm not up the cliff.
Flea, how far did you fall?
Probably only like 10.
Okay, then you're fine. You and Swallow are fine. No fall damage for just 10 feet.
I sensed this was about to happen.
That's the end of the creature's turn. Whoop, whoop. Tess, hey, how you doing outside? What's up?
Hi.
Snail, approaching you, meeting.
I think I rolled the what's the thing? The one that lets me replace any number last time, but I forgot what it was.
Reroll it now.
I love Portland.
What's the command?
/R space 1d20.
Is it?
That works as well as putting in bracket works.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been doing /R. It like does like this thing.
Okay, so 12.
Okay,
Oh,
and
nice.
I guess I martial check.
Okay, where are you marshal checking?
The snail.
Can I martial check the snail?
Sure. What would you like to know about the snail?
Like, do I know what actions it can?
The snail can headbutt for 0 damage.
Let me
Free.
martial check if there's any way to
Provide assistance.
help our friends in the inside.
Okay, that's a good question. They are within the soulscape of the snail right now. And so if you wish to join them, you would need some form of going spiritual yourselves, right? Something that could either bring your soul out of your body or tap into that sort of magic.
Should have brought out the weed.
You could, yeah, if you grab the weed from the dungeon, that would work. You yourself, right, when in doubt, could always pray, considering you are a divine individual now in service. I'm just thinking about anything else you might be able to do.
Buff Shaka. Buff Shaka, he comes back in my sword. He comes with the bump. Smarts.
Not like if there's anything creative that you have in mind, I can answer that. But right now, baseline, you don't have a good way of interacting with just a snail. So if you have a question about like, hey, if I do this, will this do something? You can ask that.
Okay. Well, okay. I'm gonna turn on my eye
Okay.
just in case, and
You turn in your eye, you see the shade of what this creature actually is, slowly menacing, like coming towards you, very slow steps.
Wait, can you martial check that?
Yeah, if your eye's on, I'll let you martial check this creature.
sure.
Sure, that martial check will apply. As a reminder, these are that creature's abilities.
Man, I'm assuming you guys have the spreadsheet open.
So it's martial checking the original form or like the smoky form.
The original creature. It's like it's not a smoky form. You just see what this creature actually is, past the polymorph because of your eye, which is allowing you to martial check it because otherwise you just see a snail.
Okay, so the martial check gets me the names of the actions, right?
Yes, and you can choose one to ID with that martial check.
Gather murder.
All right, gather.
I
murder.
already checked that, I think.
It's
No, that's
different.
yours is disperse.
Oh.
Gather murder does this. All shriekers within 60 feet move towards a target whose AC has been reduced by regurgitate and takes a triggered peck action.
The shit. We should have fireballed all this shit.
Let
What's
me.
this triggered peck action mean?
Mean for free, they all get to take a back action immediately.
So it doesn't use like a reaction or anything
Nope.
from them, or
It
what?
uses nothing.
I'm about to
Oh.
make sheets. All right. I'm assuming the Shrieker and the Shrieker inside's got they got two different abilities.
They got two different names too.
They do. Huh. Shrieking Anathema. Wow. That is indeed a different name.
Would you like to do anything at all, Tess?
I'm gonna assume the smoke is like a magical darkness, right?
Yes, it seems to be a magical darkness of some sort.
So if I try to influence the weather via Eye of the Cyclone by, like, I don't know, shining a flashlight on it, I don't think that would really brighten up the place.
You could certainly try.
Okay, with one hand, I take a stick and poke the snail a little further away.
Wow.
And with another hand, I, like, I don't know, point like a little torch at the Eye of the Cyclone and see if it changes the darkness a little bit.
Darkness.
Okay, you point the flashlight at the ice cyclone, and you see immediately, you smell like the air getting lighter, and you see like through some of the smoke, like lights start embering down onto the plane around you. You have delayed the darkness coming by one turn with that, so it will come turn 4 now instead of turn 3.
What?
Yeah, Dave realized that it'd be dark enough that it would be like very dark at turn 3, but now it'll be turn 4 of combat.
I don't remember what happens when things turn into nighttime.
It wasn't really specified.
Oh, right. Wait. They wanted it to be nighttime. Right. Like
Big snail.
Alright, but yeah, that did seem to have effect, and you do see even it feels a bit like, oh wait, it feels nothing, but you can see that the grass seems to be getting a bit warmer, if you can see that, from the flashlight, as heat and light seems to be streaking down.
Okay, I think that's all my brain work for now.
Okay, Scam, how you doing? You just had a boo-boo, but you landed and caught yourself.
Hey, ouchie, man, and rub my boo boo.
Alright, you rub your boo-boo.
I rub my boo boo. And then I aim my gun and go pow!
Alright, hit that flintlock.
Bow!
Alright, that hits. You do get sneak attack damage because Swallow's in range, so hit the sneak
I'm a
attack.
genius. I'm a genius.
What do you mean you're a genius? I'm a genius.
I'm a genius. I
31
don't need to
points
do
Take it
it.
back.
Good thing
I'm
I
a
dropped
genius.
Swallow.
Shut
I'm a
up.
genius.
Oh, you have advantage.
I'm a genius.
So roll once more just in case.
I'm a genius.
Okay.
I'm a genius.
Alright, that as you see like a hole with like a black blood souping out, falling onto the ground from where you shot it.
I try to smell the blood from a distance away, thinking that I can smell it from here.
The creature in general smells pretty putrid. Smells like dead
Oh.
garbage.
I puke.
Yeah, just like right over there.
All over here.
Is that the end of your turn, Scam?
Can I scoop my puke and throw it at the monster?
Not this turn. That'll be a full action to improvise.
Damn,
to use the
okay.
weapon.
Damn, the stuff.
Please shoot it.
We'll move on to a turn as you all hear in the physical world cawing surround you. As gathered company. A murder, you could perhaps say. As these creatures emerge from all around you.
Wow, they're coordinated.
It's their full turn to get there and wander in from all different, areas of the jungle. Fui, we're back to you.
Well, shit. I'm gonna bardic die myself first
Okay.
and cast Phantasmal Killer.
Oh, fuck. Okay, that's a big Phantasmal Killer.
A molly macaroni.
What the fuck is this? Did I fuck up the damage dice on that shit?
I don't fucking. It's 40-10.
Holy shit,
Fucking
you rolled
high
so
roll out.
high. That is amazing.
Damn, we out here. We didn't come in here to mess around.
Okay, I'll roll the
On a
wisdom saving
mission.
throw.
Man, yeah, some people don't mess around.
I
It
am the
failed.
tiger.
It is feared at the moment.
Does that
Uh,
mean
He
it runs
is
away
not.
again?
He's shrieking from fear.
and then it takes that damage at the end of its turn automatically if it fails the next save. So
What is it scared of now?
it's scared of wait. Or what? Yeah, what are you conjuring? Phantasm is a phantasm you're conjuring.
Phantasmal Killer is different from Force.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that's. I don't think that's tied to like a location or whatnot.
They tap. You just have a manifestation that kind of like follows them around or some shit.
Yeah.
That only it
What
can
do you
do.
manifest? Just narratively.
Dude, do a big scary Aarakocra. That'll get him probably.
I'm gonna manifest something bigger than it, eating it.
Oh.
Oh, that works too.
Any animal in specific?
A big Aarakocra.
Sure. I don't know what that is, unfortunately.
A bigger bird is what he's saying.
Okay, a bigger bird.
He's telling a bigger bird in this space and it's like there, and it's like sees a flash of it and it blinks and disappears. Sees it over there, it blinks, disappears, and it just frightened in general. It doesn't know where the big bird is, and it's constantly at the periphery of its vision.
Lot.
He's always thinking about eating, but what if, he's on the fucking food chain now?
No, not food.
Not food.
We might not know what an Aarakocra is, but she knows what Faf looks like when he's a big bird.
Oh
There you
yeah,
go.
it's just Bath. It's Bath but big.
Menacing
bigger.
bat, just like at the periphery, just flying right out of its vision scaping, just turning, looking around, trying to find it.
It's Bath.
Would you like to move or do anything else?
Can I like take partial cover behind these fucking rocks?
Sure. How far? Just behind this one rock here?
Yeah, I still need to be in line of sight of it,
Oh,
right?
Yeah, this is would be like this is half cover. This is adding 3/4 cover to you.
Okay.
All right, Dave, we're back to you. You see company.
Yes, this is problematic. Can I use a martial check to get my best guess of whether they can actually do anything to the bubble?
Sure.
What would that be?
A martial check, arcana check, either one works.
Sure.
Okay. You get the sense that right now these things will try as they might and likely attack the bubble, but as they are now, they're unlikely to have a large enough effect to get through it. They might do stuff to it and whatnot, but putting stuff together from before, you get the sense that if they turn back into what you saw them as before, they might, get through the bubble quicker, dissipating the magic enough with enough force.
Okay, neat. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Stop it from turning into night, maybe.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Working on it.
I don't think I have any magical effect that actually goes through my bubble that does anything useful.
Alright.
So we can chill.
Prepare blade song.
Maybe
I guess I'll press Blade Song, sure.
I know the lamp broke, but can we shove a blanket over the smoke and see if that?
Oh wait, does your Chakan get to do anything, or is he just kind of
Oh.
chilling there?
He was just chilling at first because there was nothing turn, but he's going to go at the end of your turn.
Okay.
But you would just want to chill. Basically, it's a decision. Do you take care of these things now, before they get big, or after they get big, once there's enough smoke in the sky?
What is supposed to happen when these guys if these guys win inside again?
If they win inside...
Actually, do I know?
Jaka told
I don't.
you what he told you in terms of... Yeah, they're trying to save the creature.
I have no idea what's even happening right now. Dave has no reason.
Is Jakar giving a running commentary on their fight? It was like,
Oh yeah,
oh,
Drakar's giving me a running commentary. He's got nothing better to do at the
Oh
moment.
yeah, Jakar is telling you like, oh yeah, so the thing just got big and now they have to like kind of kill it. They're doing an okay job, but then oof, that thing like vomited a lot in that direction.
So it's going well.
Yeah, it's going great. But there's a lot of stuff around us now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait. So do I have an? I don't know if I get to answer it. I get this question asked. But like, do I?
You can always ask.
Like, if they win,
Mhm.
if they win on the inside, is that what is?
I'll apply your Arcana check to that. If they win, this creature would be cleansed and release of the curse. The smoke would stop building, and basically, these creatures would remain, but this creature would be cleansed, and there would be no more dark clouds in the sky. So,
Yeah. Okay. I'm okay with that.
all right. If
I'm
they
okay with
win
that.
before it becomes dark, then you have nothing to worry about.
Okay. I'm gonna press Blade Song, and I'm going to chill.
All right. Dave hums nervously to himself.
Ash, I have a question.
Yes.
Does my fairy have an auto attack?
No. It doesn't believe in attacking. You took friendship as your.
Holy shit! None of our DMs believe in auto attack.
Have a auto heal regen.
No, it can just cast a spell and concentrate on a single spell. It basically lets you concentrate on a second spell. That's what it.
Would you say it's better or worse than Scholar Berry?
When was the last time we've been auto attacked?
What, dude? He just got auto attacked over there.
Dude, I've
He
been
missed 3 times.
I ducked and weaved. It's not the auto attacks aren't connecting. Okay, that's
Okay, that's fair. Fine.
You
Fine.
guys
You
ran
got
away
me.
from the other fight last time, where these guys couldn't auto attack you because you weren't in rage.
also nobody
Okay.
said I don't make auto attacks. Hold up, I do. They just all right. Okay, the last thing couldn't auto attack because you never gave it a turn.
All right, Swallow, what are you doing? You're face to face with this great creature that's shifting and fearful.
I guess there's only one thing left to do in this situation. Attack!
All right, go for it.
One advantage, right?
No.
Still
no
advantage.
Yes, advantage. Fairy fire still on.
Yeah.
Fairy Fire is still on, but the fly
Yes.
dropped. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank God we got advantage on that one.
All right, that hits.
Nice natural one
17.
saved. No bless required. Unfortunate, but okay.
Takes another 16.
Okay, now it is time for my action. In which I take one of the blades next to me and I swing at his face.
Okay, go for it.
I think that's my best course of action. Unless I have... Actually, let me check my spellbook. Maybe I have something better. But if I don't, it's going to be I swing at his face. Wow. Yeah, it's looking like I'm about to swing this shit at his face. Unless I want to fireball myself. That sounds bad. That sounds like the opposite of what I want. Actually. Let's see. Oh wait, that's a concentration spell. Fuck! Okay, yeah. We're doing that. I'm grabbing a sword and swinging at his face.
Do it. All right, that hits. Total of another 12 points of damage.
I'm helping, guys.
Yeah, I knew that in the fucking update, right? Okay.
Alright. Alright, buddy, come at me.
All right. End of your turn, you have control over Jakar. Jakar has 2 things it can do. It only has an auto attack now, and it has a reaction that you can now use. You have control of Jakar for this fight.
What is its reaction?
It has Flaring Vault. You can press it and find out.
Grant a creature within 60 feet. Oh, nice.
It gives
I
it-
assume it normally means himself.
yeah. He takes
Also,
himself
hurl
20
flame
bucks.
is a melee weapon. Oh, you can throw it. Oh, very smarts.
Ignore that
Okay,
description. I just didn't really-
Jaka. Let's look at the smoke cloud. How do we delay the smoke cloud? Marshal check. Jaka, let's go. He's.
No.
You know, I was expecting something higher.
He doesn't know.
You know, Engine the player is disappointed.
Jaka is not exactly wise.
Alright, I guess I grant Jaka the.
That's a reaction, so you can use it when, someone calls for it or when he wants to do it himself.
Oh, okay, I see. In that case, how far away are these guys?
Far.
Oh. Jaka is gonna. Does he have an HP bar?
Yeah.
Does? How much HP does he
He has
have?
50 HP.
15?
50, 50.
50? Okay. I was trying to open his sheet. It didn't exist.
Yeah. If you hover over him, you should be able to see the basics.
Oh, okay. 50, AC 13. Wow, he's definitely seen better days.
Dude, he's just a fucking.
He's definitely seen better.
manifestation.
Yeah, no wonder he says he's not at his full power. It suddenly all makes sense. Let me check how far away this is. Oh, throwing a knife might not be that great. But he will try anyways. He will throw a knife 60 feet.
Hey.
Step out and throw a knife 60 feet. This is with disadvantage, correct?
He doesn't have a knife. What are you looking at? Are you
Hurl flame.
Yeah.
It's a thrown weapon, right?
No, ignore that shit. Ignore
Oh.
that. Just
It's
click
just
it and you'll
normal.
see what it does. It's 60 feet. Pew. It's like a firebolt.
Okay. He did firebolt.
Pew! It shoots and it's like, ah! It's like, ooh, I hit it.
Wow. Back in the hut you go.
Alright. He seems pleased with himself. Alright, back to our Shrieker friend. He is frightened. What does... let's see, where is that? That's the end of turn, save versus damage and fear. Cool. Great, that's awesome.
He also needs to make a deck save right now.
Oh yeah, he has to make a deck save. Whoop, that's the wrong one.
Oh, not deck save, whiz save. Whiz save.
Okay.
It's -2, not +2.
Five,
Alright, just under.
Takes the full damage.
It's only
10.
10.
It hurts. He's like, alright. It's like your little spirits go around, like dipping into radiant damage at it, and it's mad. It looks at Flea. It's not having fun. It is going to use
Oh, I forgot to martial check. Oh, whatever. Let's go on.
different ability. I need everyone to make me a wisdom. No, wait, is that a wisdom saving throw? A wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
All of us?
All
Like,
three of
like,
us.
like,
You-
like, oh, okay. Wait. 3, okay, yes.
Oh, we're
Counting's
not-
hard.
As the creature lets out a huge shriek into the air all around it, and
It appears we are not wise anymore.
Stuff.
The temp HP would still apply to scam, right? You said,
No.
he
I
lost
I already
it from
took it
fall.
off. I lost all of it.
but you said
Oh.
until the end. How do you say it works? Until the end of its turn, or the person target's turn, or
What does the fear or the
no? The temp HP.
temp HP just gives you like a shield that, like
No, motivational speech gives you advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Oh yeah, you all have advantage on this wisdom saving throw then.
Oh,
And then it'll
thank.
disappear.
Okay. Wonderful. I'm rolling again.
Okay, you're rolling for
Wow.
Jakal, but your mod is bigger, so it's 5 plus.
Do I have another advantage from my
Oh,
race?
I've been using Jaka
You
this
don't
entire
get
time?
double advantage.
Fuck.
What the hell?
Yeah, you need to like. Did you click your token or no?
No, I did not. Apparently.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh no, I did. Now that second time I did. Okay.
I'll look into that later, but yes, 5 plus whatever will not.
No,
be
I
enough.
haven't rolled for advantage yet.
You rolled twice.
No, the first one was Shaka.
Chika's not here.
Yeah, but that you see, that's 3 plus 5. That's not correct.
Well, yeah, but we're still
Nah.
using the 3 and the 5, which are the.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay,
So-
that's fine.
The 5 plus your.
I'm
marks.
rolling for bless.
Roll for bless.
15.
15 is not enough.
Okay.
8 is not enough, and scam. Roll me a wisdom saving throw as the shriek bellows out all across the soulscape.
Gee, that's bad. Oh, gee.
That is not enough either.
I was never wise in the first place.
You have advantage.
Ooh, you do have
Tough.
advantage. Roll once more.
Hold up, I'm a genius. I'm still gonna do shit.
That is unfortunately not enough either. Each of you take 20 points of psych damage. Flee, your resistance, you take half.
Oh hell no. Oh, this sucks.
Okay.
As it shrieks out and bellows throughout.
Ouchie, that's a big ouch.
I still have to make a 10 for concentration.
Is that enough? 10
Uh,
for concentration?
Yes. 10 is
Okay.
exactly what you need.
Well, no, she took half. Oh no, yeah, it's 10. It's just 10 then. I'm good.
Alright. Phantasmal Killer still up.
Okay.
I'm good. Spiritual guard is
You
still
feel
up.
your hands clutch at your ears, and it's hard to concentrate and hear, and your movement speed is halved for those of you that fail to save, which is all of you.
Well, I don't think I'm moving anywhere at the moment.
Boop, boop, that's done, and then you see Swallow right next to it as like the muscles stretch and croak, and you see another head sprout out from under its neck and
What the fuck?
vomit in this direction here. South.
Do I know which way it's facing from the token?
Yeah, it's facing you.
Okay, got it. Wonderful.
No. So that head sprouts out, vomits, and like, and then immediately starts withers and cripples, and like almost look like a limb that is not alive anymore.
Oh, wow. Let's hey guys, maybe this thing grows heads on its side. You should watch out for that. It spits vomit, kind of like what Scam did.
That's the end of its turn. Tess, where do you?
Wait, Phantasmal Killer?
Oh, you're right. I will make the save now. It'll likely get fucked. Wisdom save. It is fucked. It takes 37 points of damage.
Again?
It didn't take it
It
before.
didn't take it before.
Oh.
That hurt. It's like looking around. It's panicking, looking around. Where is it? Where's the creature? It can feel it breathing down its neck. Yes, and now we're to Tess.
One moment. Okay.
Oh, right. What would you like to fucking know with that? Oh, sorry, Fleet. Make me one more concentration check with Fairy Fire.
It's not a concentration spell.
Fairy Fire.
Fair Fire is, at least according to the spell book.
It's not a concentration
It is
spell, pretty sure.
concentration.
Really?
Yeah.
Fairy fire. Oh, it is concentration. Oh, it's the other creature's concentration.
Okay, so Fairy Fire does drop.
I guess I want to know what COD does. Unless we've already figured that out and I missed it.
Ka. Do you guys know what it does?
Calls other people over.
I don't think we know what it does.
Okay, Ka does this. It's a DC 14 20-foot radius AoE that deals 2d6 psychic damage, and if you fail to save, you're deafened.
I didn't need to do that.
Changes direction slowly before changes direction slowly again.
I look around for a spare piece of fabric
You find a spare piece of fabric in your backpack.
I hope this is not Scam's dirty underwear. And I
In your
take a
backpack?
I haven't been wearing underwear this whole time, man.
Yes, Tess is carrying Scam's underwear because Scam
the
can't be
fuck
trusted
is
with his
underwear, man?
underwear.
you
Can't be
think
trusted with his
you think I'm
underwear.
gonna dish out money for underwear? Hell
For
no,
underwear in
man.
the streets.
and I try to
Nah,
use
man,
a
that's a
stick
lot of-
to cover the snail in it.
Okay, as you
And
put
tangled up.
you put the cloth on it, and you see it like covers for a time, but then you see the smoke continue billowing out underneath the covers of the cloth.
Yeah, I didn't think that would do anything, but you know.
The snail is yet again victorious.
Well, it's covered by someone's dirty underwear, so who's suffering? You know,
Oh,
who's
yeah,
really suffering?
that's true.
I don't know exactly what constitutes a kenku underwear. I don't want to find out.
Are you staying right there?
I am staying in this hut.
All right, Scam. We return to you.
Hello.
Yo,
I really want to scoop up the throw up and just but I'm sure it's all gone by
it's still there. It's only been 6 seconds.
now. Can I try to flintlock again?
Yeah, go ahead and shoot.
Is it with advantage?
It's not
Not anymore.
not anymore.
Pensive.
Okay, 15, unfortunately, misses as you shoot into it and you see it like gets absorbed into the gray molten hide.
Name and stuff. Ouchie.
All right, would you like to move or do anything else?
I'm gonna just chill here.
All right, you just scoot on over, watch the spectate sport as
I'm kind of tired of stepping in puke, to be honest.
yeah.
Wait, I think you. Okay, you know what? You might still get hit by puke. We'll find out.
Oh well, shit.
All right, that's the end of your turn. The little guy's turn. All right, they're all charging in, using their dash action if they gotta.
Wow.
And you see some of them, like just hit themselves against the barrier to no avail. This one, like, runs past the snail because it's the fucking snail under a
Can
towel.
they recognize the snail as their
It's
freaking
under a
friend?
towel. They see the black smoke, but that they're going against this thing that's like stands out to them. And oh yeah, they talk to their friend. It's like, yeah, go after that thing. Like underneath the
They
snail.
understand
makes-
snail?
They understand the black smoke being like, oh yeah, this is a site where you should fuck shit up. And they try to fuck this shit up, but to no avail. That's the end of their turn. Fui! We're back to you.
Oh boy. Do Swallow's blades have opportunity attack?
Do they not?
Just
I'm
follow her.
holding one at the moment.
To Swallow.
Yes, Swallow has a sword that he can swing out with. That's an attack opportunity.
Okay, let me martial check before I forget.
Alright,
Forgot a little
Nice.
bit.
not enough.
Okay. It's okay. We don't need martial checks. We're beating the shit out of it. What's the worst that could possibly happen? It has a second form?
Probably. Like, all the other fucking heads coming out of it are gonna fucking split off into 3. We're gonna have to deal with 3 of them now.
Yeah, you're right.
Alright, trusty Dissonant Whispers time.
Alright. Another whiz save. Alright, dude, I know you got it in you. Just one whiz save. Let's not do it. It's going to take the full damage
Okay, and runs away?
and runs away. You get attack opportunity, Swallow.
Wonderful. I swing with my sword.
Oh, that's difficult.
I have bless up still, so I think that will hit.
Okay. Yes, that does hit.
And gonna Bardic Inspiration Scam. So
Yes.
Scam has a die. I still have mine. And
You
Ash.
just inspire yourself with your bonus action. Like, I don't know if you can inspire yourself.
Oh, can you not?
Yeah,
No.
I think you can.
Okay,
cannot.
I used the die last
You
turn.
can
So
Swallow instead.
I guess I'll give it to Swallow then.
Okay.
I'm gonna enhance ability myself
Okay.
with Constitution bonus.
So you gain some HP. All right, I'll let you take care of that. Dave, you're just, there's a lot of bay outside.
Well, yeah, I can see that. Yeah. This is gonna be sick in a few turns, but I can fireball them all. Yeah, hey, Faf, can you talk to them?
I can try to speak bird, but they keep just yelling about food.
Thanks.
You got any food for them?
Thanks.
I think this one right next to me is the one that killed me last time. No, fuck you. Shits in its direction.
That does work.
You see the shrieker eats the shit.
Does it get a hit point? Does it lose a hit point?
No.
Okay.
It just.
Can I martial check them?
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, what misinformation are you gonna give me?
These guys are not actually Kenku. They are actually the Bare that you thought were lost to Mesro.
Oh,
Damn,
holy
there's
shit!
7 of them.
Crazy.
There's 7 of them. It checks out.
Yeah, 7 of
checks
them.
out.
Holy shit, this must be the bar. Oh my god, Tuss, this is the bar.
You sure?
Yes. There's 7 of them, can't you see?
I squint at them with my eyes. Squint.
What happened?
Yeah. Alright, pass.
Can you see?
Pass. I'm gonna spend my turn on a joke.
Okay.
No, that one's.
I didn't see it. That's what the fitness was.
That one's just the smoky, effects.
Hey, swallow, you're back. And it's your turn.
Yeah, all right. Let's not forget to martial check this time.
All right. What would you like to know?
This is a wonderful way to spend my crit. Tell me about Tell me if it has a second form.
This creature
Legal question.
does not have a second form.
All right, time to unload.
Is that a legal question?
If there, it could be phrased better, but yes, it's a legal question.
Well, will it mutate into an even more grotesque being? Would that be better?
No,
That's crazy.
no. This is the curse. This is the anathema that, if you defeat, will begin cleansing the space.
Okay, I'm going to. It's time to pull out all the stops then. Well, unfortunately, my blades can only move 30 feet. Can I hold them in my hands first,
Sure.
and then move them 30 feet after I
No.
move? No, shit. It was worth a shot. It's okay. Instead of using Feathers Renewal, Ignition again,
Okay.
times 3, that's 18.
Okay.
And then I use the trusty Fireball, except it's casted at level 4, because I don't have level 3 spell slots left. It is time. The one and only. Where is Fireball? What the fuck? It's gone.
Is it gone? No, it's not. It's at the bottom of your shed.
Really? Oh, there it is. Fireball!
All right. Dex save. Saving throw. Dexterity. Normal. Fail. Takes the full damage. Boop, boop, boop. You see what you expect to have destroyed the creature. Still standing there. Molten, shaved, barely hanging on, but still there.
Fuck. Alright, guys. I think I might have messed up a bit. I stand here.
Alright.
And I cover Scam. With a little bit of my circle, I guess.
Okay, cool.
End your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh. Well, it's turned away after running away. it'll activate an ability, and you see another head sprout out, a raven head, right out of its back, and just vomits all in this
Okay.
direction.
Wow. We're all getting vomited. Wait, don't I have
smell
cover?
it.
You have cover because you're down there. Scam has pew 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 pew. You have advantage on the save. For you have advantage on the save. Twelve, you do not need to make the save.
All right. I just look up and I see shit. I'm like, oh, it's not.
I need deck saves from both of you, Scam and Flea.
Advantage, right?
Yes.
Every single
You
time.
both have cover. Okay, that makes it. If that makes it. Scam, you take nothing because you have evasion, and
Hell yeah, I'm a
Flea, you
genius.
take, as this vomiting wave of regurgitation comes at you, you take half of this. You take 15 points of damage.
Wow.
All right.
What happens first? Which concentration do I have to roll first? Do I have enhance ability?
Yes, you have an enhance ability. So you have enhance ability for both these rolls, or like not both the rolls, but for both the rolls.
For both.
Yes, because it's using your stats.
Okay.
Okay, good. Next one.
Good.
Just
Not-
enough.
Oh yeah, just enough. Wait, yes, 15 damage. Yes. Good. Okay, the creature then turns around, and it doesn't see you as well anymore. It rushes up to scan.
Wisdom save.
It makes okay, wisdom save, wisdom save. Boop, boop.
Wow, makes it.
It makes it. Takes half damage. As you do that, it'll go towards Scam, and Scam. It takes that damage.
9.
And you see
9?
the spirits are hitting it, battling into it, but it seems to be continuing on and fighting on. It seems like it should be decrepit and downed at this point, but it's not.
It's radiant damage, by the way, if that matters.
Same thing. It seems like whatever the damage source is, whether it might have been that fireball before or the spirits now, it seems like it's just hanging on for some reason.
All right. Next step is to try and heal it.
Thing is gonna mangle Scam.
Oh,
Just roll
well,
this here.
well, shit.
It has disadvantage because it's frightened of Fui.
Well, shit, still, shit.
Miss.
Well, thank goodness.
Hit.
You take 15 points of damage, Scam.
Damn,
And
that's
you have
tough.
a bleed that'll put in your label.
Oh, that's a little. That's a
It'll
little bit rude. I don't like that.
mingle you once more with disadvantage. Miss.
What the hell, man? What is this?
Okay. Dodge to 25.
It stabs into your leg, and you can see its beak go in there, and you see like black ichor spilling out, and it's bleeding, and its tongue lathers up a bit.
Yo, Scam. Can you tell me why
I
it's
try to
not
take a
dead
taste
yet?
of it.
Oh my god,
No.
please don't do that.
Why not? What's wrong with that?
Oh my god, no.
You're not giving me a valid reason, so.
Dude, I think eating weird, like,
But it's coming out of
suspicious-
me, though.
That's not any better.
That's the end of its turn. Boop, boop, boop. One sec. Oh, I forgot to do this. Ta-da! Ta-da! Hey, good shot.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, yes.
Asthma killer.
Fucking good Tasmal killer. Go ahead and click that button again for me. Fails. It takes the damage, and you see it as it's lathering up. Its face is like crunches up almost like in a siege, and it's just like And once more, you bring it to the brink of death. Alright. It seems like it's convulsing, it's staggering, but still fighting beyond the odds. Alright, Tess. It's loud outside.
Hi.
Yo.
I can like stab it while I'm in the hut, right? Like objects can leave and
Yes, I believe so, right, Dave?
Objects that originated inside can leave, yes.
Yep.
It's a lot.
Just stab it from inside.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't hurt, right?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's start with
That hits. The one in front of you or the one to the right of you? Or the one, of course, diagonal from you. Okay. That deals 10 damage, and you see the necrotic that oozes from your spear is a little halted, and it seems to almost be absorbed into it.
Interesting.
It takes half damage from the necrotic, so it only takes 11 total.
Uh,
Would you like to stab again with your extra attack?
can I attempt a stunning strike?
Yeah. Saving throw. Constitution. Normal. What's your save?
I think it passes.
It does.
15.
Just barely passes. It shudders a bit, and it goes back to shoving its head against the dome.
And yeah, I'll use my extra attack.
Alright. That hits, and you see the radiant this time does the full amount. Alright.
Does that do the proc?
Yes. It's been a while. Let me try to remember the proc. I think it was a blindness thing for the if you use penance after. You have to make a con save. Oh, they're versus blind. DC 14, I believe. It makes it. And so you see blindness erupt out as a spear emerges and just lights up this area, and it shies away just in time as it is not blinded.
Damn. Knows how to look away from the freaking gaze markers. Feels bad, man. Didn't greet his GCD.
Yeah. I think I changed the proc, so I took away the extra
Okay.
damage just to make it easier and just did that extra
Okay.
effect.
That's it.
Okay, you don't want to reach your hand out and pat it?
Nah.
Okay. Scam. Also,
Scam. Why isn't it dead yet?
I've been puking.
Oh, I don't think that's the answer.
I think that's the answer. What do you mean?
Oh no, try racking your brains harder.
It's tough. Gonna be tough, buddy.
Oh no. Okay.
Tough.
Did you take damage, by the way?
I did.
Okay. The HP bar must be gigantic.
no, you forgot. I said that.
Can I flintlock?
Yes.
Can I kabomb it?
You're in melee range, but I don't know if there's any.
I don't have I have a scimitar, but you know I already did a thing, so.
No, you can do either one. The flintlock is disadvantage at melee.
Okay. Can I scimitar then?
Yeah, scimitar away.
Bite up.
You slash into it and it cuts it, and you see black ooze from the cut, but the creature continues on. It seems like it's shirking off this last damage that would end it.
A little bit rude. I don't like that. I'm gonna move away. I don't feel comfortable here.
Opportunity attack! Unless you
Uh-oh.
disengage with your bonus action because you're a rogue.
I disengaged because holy shit, I don't wanna die.
Okay. You sweep and duck and slash, and then you use that opening to move, get out of the way. Is that the end of your
Yes. Yes.
turn? Alright. These guys, bash, 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 bash. No effect. No effect. Bash, bash. No effect. 0 damage.
Neat.
What does the sky look
Quick.
like?
Hey, speaking of, it's round 4. The sky is black.
Oh no, I was asking Chikawa should have been looking at that. Like, what does the sky look like?
Oh, it's it's getting dark. Oh, it's very dark. It's kind of dark, guys.
Oh,
Well, you guys better finish this up quick, right?
I'm about to ask Chikawa if he knows why things in the souls refuses to die.
Fuck, there's there.
Thank God.
All right, back at Fui, investing in the situation. What would you like to know, Fui? It has.
How to remove the corruption
All right.
and kill it?
At its final hit point, it has 1 hit point remaining. You must once more heal it in some manner, either with the oral life or the water, in which case it'll take a number of rounds to fully like degraded away, so you have to keep it at 1 HP for a number of rounds, or you have the stone for you, or anything else you can think of. You can attempt to clash it.
Is it full heal it? Is what it needs?
No,
Or?
it just needs some form of rejuvenation magic.
While it's at 1 HP.
Yes, which will enact a clash of you against a curse.
Wonderful.
And is my stone also a clash?
Yes. You will be
Wait.
battling the inner workings of a Syrax magic directly with your own will of magic.
So now it's a matter of how long it will take. Do I get to know that, or?
Sure. It'll take a full. Let me roll, actually. That seems better.
How many of us can do this?
If you have some way to do it, any of you can do it.
Okay.
If you do it together, you can have both roll versus a single roll. So
I mean, how can we like coordinate that? Or
yeah,
I mean, I guess we and I can do that.
it would give you 2 rolls against a single rolls, or you could give one person advantage.
Alright, I guess
8 rounds.
swallow. It takes 8 rounds?
Yep. Rolled a d10. It gave an 8. 8 rounds of this aura of life, or the thing alone, and then I'll say 4 rounds since you have both of them going together.
But we die in 2.
No, we don't.
Nope, you die
From
in
the
6.
rounds?
Die in 6.
It's for round 4.
Yeah. We have
At
10.
round 10, you guys die.
Oh, so it only starts once we...
Yeah, once the battle began. So if you go to the initiative tab, it says round 4 at the top right.
Okay.
That's if it gets to 10, boom.
Okay, round 10 is insta-death.
Yes. So you can,
Wonderful.
if Swallow stays on top of this creature until round 8 and you never let it heal, then that also counts. You would not have to clash it.
How many rounds have we had so far?
It healed.
Oh.
So
How do we
as
keep it
said,
from healing?
That's a good
Okay.
question.
That's a great martial check question. I'll ask that later.
Okay, so just to get this clear, we need to heal it for 4 rounds. We need to heal it for 4 rounds and prevent it
Swallow
from...
needs to be in that aura, needs to keep the creature in that aura for 4 rounds without it healing. Or you can clash it with some form of rejuvenation magic. Your stone, Swallow has either a restoration spell or a size enough heal, that takes some form of spell slot. Like it can even be a cure wounds, and you can initiate a clash based on that. The modifier is dependent on what you invest in it, right? But either
Dude,
way,
I'm about to life transference it up. Let's go.
yep, that would, any of those would instigate a clash.
Can we like coordinate that we heal at the same time?
Yeah, you can hold your action and then together initiate the clash, and like both of you would be invested. So if something bad happens, it would happen to both of you. But at the same time, it'd be like getting advantage on the roll by getting 2 rolls against 1.
Okay, give me 1 sec.
Hmm?
I gotta look through all my shit.
Dude, I don't know. I'm down to put our lives on the line. I mean, what?
Huh.
If you recall, I believe Dave did something recently. Took on this clash, or someone took on this clash when you fought the Bodak, and then again at the Tyrant Decade.
I remember the last time I almost fucking died, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it
You
was,
rolled
but...
a 1 and he rolled a 20 last time. But that was as bad as it could go.
Yeah.
If you were against something that was trying to kill you, that would have been death.
Right! I remember now!
Instead, he just chose to read a book.
Do you believe in the dream? That's the real question.
Alright, so for my turn, I think I'm gonna coordinate with Swallow so that we both go, I assume, on his turn.
Alright, what are you using?
All I have is my rock, so...
So you're approaching the creature. So that is a melee
Alright.
range.
Can please friend also participate?
Yes, that is...
Let's get the party going.
We, or your spirit, has... Protection from evil and good, I would allow it to participate.
Okay.
But once more, if something bad happens, it would include it in the bad stuff.
Dude, it's okay. It's 3 versus 1. What could possibly go wrong?
No.
I look at it and I was like, alright.
Do you approach the creature, Fui?
Would I be able to... No, I can't. Fuck. I keep forgetting Misty Step doesn't allow me to use anything fucking else, but the rock isn't something else, right?
The rock does not count as spell, so you can still rock and spell.
So I can rock and...
But Misty Step is a bonus action. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, so I was wondering if I could, like, Misty Step in instead of walking into it.
Yeah. Walking into it doesn't do anything.
Walking
But
away
walking
from
out of it
it.
is
Oh.
bad.
Okay, I see. Well, I don't make it. Alright.
Just walk faster.
I can't walk faster.
Just ask Scam to, jump you over.
Just
Yeah, I'm tossing
just
her.
just run at it
Bet.
and then jump towards it with your hands
Can I
outstretched.
actually chuck her though?
Sure, you're both around the same. Like, you're a bit heavier than her, just 'cause she's younger.
Can I do it?
Yeah.
Lamau.
I'll let Scam use his reaction to give you a bit of a push, just because it'd be cool.
35.
Yeah.
Bop.
Scam, you jump on the rock, jump over towards Scam. Scam takes your hand, just lurches you over, and throws you over here.
I stay for her.
Alright, so on Swell's turn. Go.
Okay.
Oh, Scam, you took bleed damage, by the way. Boop. There we go.
It's time. Do I use life transference like a motherfucker?
One sec. Dave, you doing anything? You chilling.
Is it my turn? Or?
Oh yeah, it's your turn.
Okay.
These things are bashing and you see cracks forming. They will break through it at the end of their next turn.
Can I recast it?
Yeah, it takes 2 rounds.
It takes 2.
If you
That's
ritual
fine.
cast it, right? Is Liam's tiny?
With the dagger, I mean.
Oh, yeah, with the dagger it takes 2 rounds to cast, right?
Oh, okay.
The Lumen's tiny hut, yeah, it takes 2 rounds to cast it because Lumen's tiny hut by default takes a minute, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Fuck. Nothing. Keep going.
What?
Lamau.
Nothing. Keep going.
Yeah. Okay.
As a player question, theoretically, could you make a tinier hut?
Wait, what happens? What happens when you use a spell slot to cast a hut?
It takes
Use-
a minute to
It
cast.
takes a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I fucked up something, but we'll get to that after this.
Boy.
Okay. Sure. Whatever. Yeah. So can I have I been informed of what's happening by our friend?
Yeah, Jakka's giving you the running commentary. He's like, oh, they're about to try something even stupider now. They're going to try and, fight off his Cyrex magic directly with their own magic. Kind of like...
Oh
what you
well,
did.
that'd be great. Is that gonna work sometime in the next 6 seconds?
Yeah, like in about, the next round, which is like a second from now.
Okay. Is this gonna solve the immediate problem of Dave gestures at the general area?
Well, the cloud disappears. The cloud disappears. We win.
If they don't fuck up. But if they do fuck up, then they're fucked inside and we're fucked out here.
Oh, that's good.
That's tough.
Oh, well, that's good.
I don't know.
Stuff.
I believe we have inspiration. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, that's nice. Okay. I've been stalling for me to do geometry. I'm going to drag. Can I drag Fui and Swallow
Sure.
to the other side of the hut?
Okay. You're using your turn for this? Or what are
Yeah.
you using? Yeah?
Just drag them to the east side of the
sure.
hut.
If you use your movement and your action, you can drag them easily over.
All right. Well, next turn I get a sick 4-target fireball.
Jakka sees this is just like, okay.
Yeah, you should stand over there.
It's like, I don't know if this body's completely fire immune. I'm just gonna stand over.
I'm just gonna move fast. He's inside, but I'm gonna move him out of the way
he's
so that
chilling.
He's chilling on top of somebody's
so
sleeping body.
we don't have to fucking cover him.
Who's sleeping body?
Anyway,
All right, yeah, that's a fine turn.
Top of bird on top of bird.
burn up bird.
That's genius. Wait a minute.
I have a question before I move to Swell's turn.
Yes.
Does clashes, right?
Hmm.
What roles are they usually?
They are dependent on what you're using. So, for the extent of magical clashes, they're going to be, Fui's spellcasting ability versus Swallow's spellcasting ability, and then a Sirak spellcasting ability.
Yeah, this sounds like a terrible idea because I'm sure Sirak is like a master at spellcasting. Don't worry about it; it'll be fine.
It's okay.
Sorry. Is that something I can replace with Fortune's Glimpse, or is that too OP?
Unfortunately, you are not there at the moment. You need to be able to see what's going on.
Yeah, I figured the Jakar's commentary does not allow me to influence
Yeah.
the inner world, but I had to ask.
If you were there, you could have very well done so, but unfortunately, it is all up to them now.
Okay.
I'm praying. Well, not really, but
You said how much a heal would affect the modifier. Is that correct?
So, based on how much you invest, right? It could invest more, right? Like, if you are doing life transference, I'll give you a modifier depending on how much HP you lose.
Bro, I'm about to cast level 4 life transference. How much HP do I have?
It's fucking.
I feel like that's a question that you should know the answer to.
A great time to check my sheet. I have 31 HP. I can actually die from this. 4d8 can kill me. Sounds like I'm gonna heal myself first before we attempt this.
Alright. What are you doing?
First I'm gonna use my Feathers of Renewal to heal myself.
Okay. Heal it up.
I will also use my Flame Walker's Cloak because I forgot this existed.
You used it round 1.
No, I didn't. I used Ignition. I didn't use the cloak.
You clicked the cloak.
Oh, I fucked up. I did. Well then, Ox. No, I didn't. I'm at 7.
No, but you used it when you did ignition. It's okay. Don't worry about it now.
Okay. I heal myself for 15.
Okay.
I also used the cloak.
Okay.
I heal myself for 20. Alright. Now I cast level 4 life transference. I take 4d8 damage.
Okay. Do you have to be standing close, or you can be right there?
I think I could just be right there.
Okay.
Let me check again, just to be sure. But I'm pretty sure it has a range. I do not have to be like... I don't have to climb up the cliff.
All right.
Which would suck.
Now,
Yeah, 30 feet. Range of 30 feet.
give me one moment as we prepare this, as this is a 4-way clash.
Oh, wait. Actually, this is, I roll 5d8. I take 5d8 necrotic damage.
Okay. Go ahead and take that damage first.
I take 21 damage.
Okay.
So
How
he
much
heals
is
for
healing?
42.
42. Okay.
And I use my Flame Walker's Cloak as well.
Okay.
It's all going in.
Okay.
52.
For each 10 point of damage you healed, I'll give you a +1 mod, so you have +5 on top of your roll.
Okay.
Let me get appropriate music, because there's a lot on the line.
What's the worst that could happen? We all die?
Crazy.
Yes.
I'm dying. Sheesh.
Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Fui, you ready?
What's up?
As you reach your hand forward and your little buddy is there to casting protection against good and evil on the creature and to do you, are they making a roll separately or are they giving you advantage?
Me and Swallow, or?
So, are you rolling separately from Swallow, yes or no? Or are you joining your effort to his? Or
I think I'm gonna... Okay, Okay, what was just so?
All right, let me put it this way: I have +8 because I'm going to be using a wisdom modifier. I have another +5 because I just spent 52. I just skilled it for 52. I have bless, and I have your bardic inspiration.
So, would it be better for me to assist Swallow or
So
join?
You can
this is the
assist me.
difference, right? If you do it on your own, right, and you lose, right, you will lose yourself, right?
I see.
If you and Swallow lose, you will lose much bigger because it was a joint effort and it's more punishing if you lose with that much advantage. So you either have multiple tries or you can stack one try.
I think I stack with Swallow then, right? Because he's putting all of it into this, then I might as well stack with Swallow.
Yeah.
Yep, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
What's
Okay.
the worst that could happen?
So she will stack with you and give you advantage.
Okay.
We're doing this. Swallow. With everything you've gathered, you transfer the life from your very soul, from your very Kenku nature, into this creature. Fui raises up her hand and you can feel the Blossom Emerald adding to your strength. Go ahead and roll 1d20 plus 13 with advantage. So 20.
That would be my. That's just my wisdom saving throw, then, right? That should work.
Yeah, sure. Plus 5 on top of that gives you 15.
Can I spend inspiration for this?
Yep.
I spend my inspiration.
Okay.
I roll one more time.
Roll once more. Okay.
11.
19
Okay.
plus 5 is 24. Bless.
I use bless.
24, 28.
Bardic inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration. Grand total of 33. Is that what we're fighting?
Yeah.
Alright, 33. That's what it stands at. By Cyrex magic, you see the black smoke rising from this creature takes on a sentience of its own apart from this amalgamation and this mess. It'll try to oppose you. That's a pretty good roll. There's only one roll that can come into question, whether or not it will be able to fight you off. Shit. What? Oh, that's the wrong command.
Oh, wow.
So it's the bot command.
So he wins then, right?
Oh, fuck.
Wait, if Flea's creature helps, what happens? So only you counted 2 so far.
You can't get double advantage. So that's why I didn't count as Fui's creature helping.
Okay.
It saved its own try for in case things go bad, considering it couldn't help Fui.
Alright, we're dead.
Wait.
Cool.
You're not dead, but that was a draw. Is there
Okay.
anything else people are willing to give to boost this at all? This is the moment of sacrifices now, to push anything over the edge.
Wait, if my creature can't help. Wait,
Because you are giving your strength to swallows, right? It has an attempt of its own, but we can't stack more than like 1% help on top of swallows.
okay. And what kind of roll is this then?
This is a straight ability check. He's used the Bardic Inspiration, he used the Bless, he used everything. If at this point it seems it's going to draw, the only thing left that could offer at all is some form of, sufficient sacrifice to put it over the edge. Something you're willing to lose. Otherwise, you do see the energies building, and as the life transfers into the creature, you see it get swallowed up by the black smoke, but the black smoke is being pushed back at the same time.
It is time.
It is time.
It is time. Hey, Jaka, I kind of fucked up.
Jakar told you, Dave, outside the real world. Oh shit, he says he fucked up.
I'm pushing. I'm pushing a little more.
You're pushing. You're allowing Jakar further possession.
Yes.
Okay. This is a gamble. Let me open up a doc real quick. I need to check the notes on that.
Okay, let me put it this way. If Jakan knows I can't succeed, he should tell me.
Yeah, he'll tell you. You did that. Alright, you are at 40% now? You could certainly succeed, but just letting you know, to offset this, you'll need to go more than just your regular small percentages.
What are we talking about here?
You'll need enough for me to at least aid you and materialize myself through your body.
Okay.
We're talking about at least 3 checks.
3 checks.
So 30% increase.
Wow. This is some ridiculous ass roll. I don't have enhance ability. I only have bless. This seems like a bit of a stretch.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
That bardic die was from last turn. Could I stack another bardic die on top?
Unfortunately, someone can only hold one bardic die at a time. So that's the one he used. You can't give him one right after he uses another one until it's your turn.
Okay.
You can either take the fail here or you can risk it. Because you tied, it's not death on the table, I can tell you that at least. But it is a draw that, because it was stacked in your favor, it does give the creature at least a minor win.
I'm just checking what I have right now. It's too late to use inspiration at this point because you already rolled, correct?
No, you can use inspiration.
Well, we just need to roll higher than 11.
Alright. You could certainly do that.
How much inspiration do we have? I should check the sheet. I used 1 just now.
We still have 9.
Well,
You have 9.
well, I'm sorry, Kami-sama, but it's only going down from here.
No, go for
I
it.
have a lot of dice to throw.
Pop that shit like candy.
You need this, dude.
I have a lot of dice I'm willing to throw. I'm just rolling d20s.
Hey, I'm
then.
willing you to fucking roll it too. Roll it. That'll
Easy
be
game.
As the standstill of darkness and the light you put into it.
I'm just like, all right, Jakat. I think, never mind. We just need some heroics.
Build, and you ring deep. You think, is it enough to give up more of yourself? You don't know what to do. Jakar is hesitating here, but he understands. He sees through your eyes what you're facing, and a serious magic roils up in a flood of darkness. But dig deep, you see Fui standing there, the green light shimmers out, Scan having just thrown her into the mess of things. You dig deep and find that one point of light shines through and peers through the flood of darkness as the creature screams out
Okay.
and disperses as black shroud leaving a fallen carcass on the ground. It seeps out of the creature slowly, molten feathers raining down from the sky, black, feathery, as you all stand there, freed. Outside, real quick, you guys watch as the snail, finally, after so long, is just squeezing through to the thing. Just like, the smoke rises and rises out of it. Like calls out in like surprise, and then you see the snail itself dissipate into just a shell there, lying there.
What the fuck? It's dead?
I didn't say that shit.
Right.
You can't see it. The smoke starts trailing out, and you see immediately the flashlight you had still hold there, like the shine right soon now that the smoke isn't building, and these creatures start slowly shrinking back in size.
Oh, I don't get to fireball. Oh.
Where is it? There we go. There we go. Oh shit. Oh, just that one. Cool. Okay. Meanwhile, back inside, you guys take a moment grab your breath, this creature shrinks into a smaller and smaller cloud of blackness. What are you all doing now? You have a few moments as time almost.
Oh my god, I really almost fucked up there. Oh boy. I'm gonna turn my shit off. I don't think I'm supposed to damage it anymore after this point.
Just kind of looking at it.
I almost got everyone killed. My bad. Wow.
The
shit.
back just staring like, wow.
Stop moving for
Yes.
that.
What?
Stop moving.
Stop moving.
Oh.
But keep talking.
Yeah. I'm like, wow. Scam, you might not know it, but we almost died.
I squish around in the puke.
Fui, as you look at the black feathers and things dissipating, you see left over, instead of the creature, you do see the body of a like avian sort of black winged creature, similar to swallow.
Look at Swallow, look at it.
Yeah, I
I
think
walk
that's what
over.
a kangaroo's supposed to look like.
Very similar.
I try to poke it.
Except very scrawny. You can see its ribs sticking out. You seems starved.
Hey, you alive, man? You good?
I keep poking it. I keep poking it.
You keep.
This is clearly the method.
Give me a medicine check, swallow, as Scam pokes it.
Oh, sure.
Poke. Poke.
I think I'm still struggling.
You don't know how to help it right now. You're struggling, but you can at least identify this creature as 5 levels of exhaustion.
Okay.
Poke.
5 levels of exhaustion. Is there anything I can do with this? I do not have greater restoration. Curious. But we can do some basic treatment, right? Which is
I'm helping.
We go back to healing it and putting. Okay, I'm gonna chuck it into the aura. I'm gonna drag him over to the aura of life first. That's still up.
Okay. You bring him over back here and it starts just healing and revitalizing him. You see some of his wounds that were just like patches of like feathers being missing starts to like, scab over.
All right. Also, I'm not well versed in soul medicine. I look at the expert again.
Oh, I don't fucking know. I tried
got
to
cool.
my rock.
Waited.
I'm gonna try it.
Your rock actually does help, and you see it is relieve some of the exhaustion within it. And then it hits a barrier, and you can feel a bit of thing against the barrier. Make me an Arcana check. You sense some form of enchantment on the physical body of this creature that's lingering. With the 15, it's good enough to recognize that it seems to have been cast with, the magical signature of a friend of yours, Dave's enchantment.
Oh.
Okay.
Let's not touch that.
I mean, we can hop out and.
Actually, I should ask what's happening. Hey, Chaka, what's happening outside?
Back outside. Knock. There's cracks in the orb itself, but they don't seem to be getting larger. These creatures have lost a lot of their strength, and it seems to be just pecking at it again, doing minor damage, but it seems to be like the magic it's holding for now. Chaka is like, sounds like they did it.
What does that mean?
Oh, he's talking to them.
I know, but I can hear him because I'm like connected to him, right?
He's talking in 2 different ways.
Oh, okay, I see.
He has stuff he says to you, so he says to them.
Okay.
He's like, oh shit, things fine. They got smaller again. The dark clouds are, they're dissipating. There's like a flashlight shining on us.
What? There were dark clouds? What?
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about that. Yeah, we almost died.
What?
It's
Hey,
fine.
Scab, guess what? All of us almost died.
Poke at the scrawny burb thing.
Oh, can you not do that?
Poke.
I think it's probably fine to leave him here for now. I mean, if we really need to come back, we can probably come back and not get mauled by a giant bird creature, right?
Guys, follow. You should try making it foggy again. See what happens.
I mean, yeah, sure. Make some more clouds.
Okay. I'll say you didn't turn it off fully then, and as it goes on, you see the sprouts and the grass that starts emerging around you actually starts to take and grow and spread, and you see, at least within the range of the fog cloud, and even in the aura of life, like lush greenery returns to what you assume is a jungle.
Okay. I'm sure we can work on this with time, but I think for now we should do what we can and then get out of here.
He's
Uh,
unresponsive, right? Like he's just lying there.
Yeah, he is, like, he's healed a bit, but you get the sense he's not conscious yet.
All right, I'm just gonna freaking put him over to like one of the trees that's hopefully regrowing.
The tree regrows as you get near it. The fog cloud version.
Yeah,
Again.
I just like rest him against a tree. Like, yeah, you'll be okay, probably. I hope.
All right. He seems comfortable now.
Okay, he seems like he's fine, right?
Should we tell Dave to drop the spell?
I don't know. I don't know if they have possession of the snail at the moment. Hey, Jakad, do you guys have the snail?
We kind of just see its shell. It's right outside.
Okay. Can you like pick it up and bring it inside? I'm assuming you're in the hut. That tends to be something Dave would do.
There's a bunch of of the shrieking things outside.
Ask Tess to do it then. I'm sure she's fast enough.
Then you hear Jakad tell you, Tess, outside that. They're asking if you can bring that one back inside. The shell.
I mean, do they know it's just a shell? It's like, it's an empty shell.
Mm. Is it empty?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I poke it with a stick.
You poke it, it shudders a bit. You can't really see inside of it from here. You don't see the snail outside of the shell.
Well, can I bring it back in? Was it inside when this hut was first cast?
It's right here. No, it wasn't
It wa-
actually.
Well, I mean, did we recast it with it in the lamp and then toss it out, or did we leave it outside when
I think
Dave?
it goes left outside.
Yeah, Dave, is it allowed to be in there? Is Dave here?
I mean, if it wasn't inside when it was initially cast, then it can't be brought in.
Yeah, I think that's how it works.
I will just say it can be, just because Dave, you throw it out after, and it's just a snail. It's fine. And that's why Dave was able to maintain concentration. Boom, we're good.
Sure.
Okay.
I drag it back in with the stick.
Okay, you drag it back in, and you do feel a bit of warmth from it, and you look inside, and you do see a snail that's sleeping inside the shell.
Aww.
Still a hot fucking pink.
Yes.
All right. So, we good? Extraction complete. I think our job is done here. Congrats, guys. I didn't get all of you killed. I'll take that as a win. Unless you guys have anything else you want to do, I think my job's done.
I don't think we can do anything until it wakes up.
I think he's gonna be. We can visit his mindscape again if necessary. Like, it should be fine now that we're not gonna get run over. Probably okay. Cool. All right. Scam, please make sure to leave this guy's body. Don't just stay here and meander about. It's not very nice to just frolic about in someone's private headspace.
I chew on my gem thingamajiggy, whatever the hell it is. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna chew on it.
Scab disappears.
Okay. Okay. Jakal, we're coming back.
All
Make
right.
sure we're not going to get mobbed or some shit.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
All right. Okay, we're good. I drop clairvoyance.
Vath, that was on top of you, shudders as you, Fui, and Scam come to consciousness.
Huh, I see we have a problem.
Bash, bash, bash.
I mean, you can just hit them until they go down.
Are they?
What is that?
Are they staying here because the black smoke is still here?
It's like there's like dredges of it, and they're still hitting it because they seem a bit mindless themselves. But they have like calmed down in size from what Tess has noticed.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I want to try that again.
I mean, we can just hit them until they're like unconscious from inside here, right?
Yeah, but then wouldn't like the light kind of cause them? They take damage outside, right?
Just,
Like,
no. Well, we don't have to kill them. Just
actually, I wonder if it's bright enough, they'll go away because it's too bright.
Well, it's bright right now, and they're not going away, right?
Or
It's
maybe
not
we need
bright.
maybe we need more light.
Depends. How long are you guys waiting?
Can I get my fairy to swatting wind the smoke away?
The fairy is not here. It was in the soulscape with you.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know. I wave a stack of papers and just sort of like, go wind, go.
All right.
Sure.
What's the weather like outside?
It is actually getting sunnier. Like it seems like the black clouds are dissipating and there's sunlight coming down. So before
Okay.
long, it'll probably be a lot sunnier.
We can expedite this. I normally have no reason to cast a spell, but it is time.
You raise your hand out and cast daylight within the
Well,
dome.
can I do it from inside the dome? I can't do it, right?
Yeah, it's in the dome then.
I have to walk out of the dome.
Just
and
stick your
then-
hand out.
Yeah, okay.
You don't have to go all the way out.
I'm sticking my hand down and doing
Stick
it.
your hand down for a moment. You see the creatures turn towards the hand, the flesh, but then light apparates from it, and you see it shine out in bright daylight, and immediately they all like go running off in the opposite direction.
Wow, that actually worked.
They're gone.
Wow, this is surprisingly useful. I should have done that from the start. Wait a second. Okay. I think we're good. How's the snail?
I throw it at him.
Whoa, don't do that. Dude, you don't know what we went through in there.
You and the snail take 1 damage. The snail turns back into a scrawny Kenku on the ground, exhausted, asleep, and just lying up, eyes closed.
Yeah, we did it, guys. We've secured a survivor and our source of information, I guess. Now, I have no idea if this person would be cooperative, or even be awake, but we did it. Let's get out of here. Those guys can stay at the village. We'll deal with them some other time.
1 sec. Try and get this in the in-between time. Boop, 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 boop.
I think based on my understanding, the rest of them could be saved, but it would be very difficult with our current party.
We're just gonna have to be fucking like tactical about it.
I think it would be something that someone can deal with in the future, if anything. But regardless of what happens, I think 1 is a good start, and if we ever have a chance to get more, we can come back with a better prepared team and have more people cooperating on this, because 3 people inside a soul might not be it.
Tess. You see Dave apparate back into space. And you didn't even... This was weird, because you almost forgot he must have disappeared, but then you forgot, and he reapparated. Like, he didn't just disappear in the space now, he disappeared in, your memory.
That's fucking weird. Oh. Poke, poke, poke.
Oh, I'm back.
What do you mean you're back? Weren't you here this entire time?
Out of character, no. In character, explain.
What? You mean
They're talking
Out of character. Out of character. I was literally AFK.
We know you were
in
AFK,
character,
but
you need to. In character, you need to explain and catch me up because I didn't know I left.
In character, Dave, you did like there was like things bashing again, and then you blinked, and now they're all gone, and all your friends are next to you.
Oh, neat. Everything
Yeah.
is fixed.
Is the hut still around us?
The hut's still there.
Huh. So, like,
Is
Dave
this
went out of
still real?
existence, but his spell is still here, so he was still here, but not here?
Is the snail still a snail?
It is not, but that's because Tess threw it. That's all.
Oh. Well, that makes sense. I think that makes sense. Okay. Sure. Am I broken?
what do you mean by that?
I seem to be having connection issues to the universe.
What?
You tell me.
No, you tell me. You're the wizard.
Well, you tell me because I wasn't here for me not being here.
I didn't even know you weren't here. Did anyone else know he wasn't here?
Well,
Oh,
we
it's not
didn't
fair.
know he wasn't here because we didn't know he was not here.
Well, this is complicated.
Look, I just went inside this bird's soul and almost died. You're gonna have to tell me what happened on your end.
Well, I don't know. Do I know what happened on my end?
No, you can roll a check of some kind, but everything you've known so far applies. And
Well, so I don't know what happened while I wasn't here because I wasn't here, and you don't know what happened because I wasn't there.
so, from what you guys discussed it for a while, and Dave, what you gather is that things happen, events transpired. You don't remember for a second you were there, and then it's like you lost time, like you blacked out, but not just blacked out, but you yourself physically weren't here, and you didn't exist in the memory of others either.
I thought Sola was the one who gave up 2 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm sure we'll figure this out at the Wizard Hospital.
There's a wizard hospital? Did
Oh,
they even
that is-
cover this case? Can you go to wizard hospital? Are we supposed to be going somewhere else?
I will figure it out, surely.
I swear to God, we made like an agreement with the creepy lady or something.
Make a perception check, everyone. All right, everyone's very good at perceiving today. All of you hear wing beats.
I did not perceive good.
Wing
It's not bad.
beats.
That's not a surprise, though. That's always a thing.
The beating of wings in the distance, but getting closer. And as you turn and look, you see figures getting closer and closer in the sky towards your location. You see this. Boop. Let me just erase some stuff real quick. You see these figures coming towards you.
Ah, shit, it's my oppressors. I mean, what?
Dave, you crit. You see some other things. You see some things that were in your periphery. You know how you see like squiggly lines in your periphery, but when you look at them, they disappear?
You need to get your eyes checked.
People sometimes see that shit. Okay. Like, you just see stuff that you think is there, but it's not, and you look over and it's nothing, and so you discount it. You see one of these things and it doesn't turn away, and it looks like a tiny white bead of light, and the light is there all around you and all in your periphery, but they stay there instead of like disappearing, and they open into eyes that watch you, take in your essence, almost taking in your place in everything, and they all blink out.
I need to get those eyes checked.
What are you even talking about?
I
Do I
didn't
see
say anything.
Hey, do I see anything?
Tess? No, you don't.
Huh.
So you're seeing things that that even our girl with the wonder eye over here can't see. Are you sure you're not hallucinating?
Well, I see 6 birds that are all in fireball radius.
You see they approach and they're about like 60 feet above you, and they look towards the dome and say, "You there! Don't explain who you are and what you are doing here.
Oh.
Are you the source of the black smoke?
No one's home.
Ah, explain!" You hear
Wait.
voices that seem very croaky.
Do we? Is that one of the ones we met before?
Tess, you recognize one of them. You recognize the one in the middle.
So I can't fireball them all.
You recognize one that was with you when you prison breaked.
Oh, it's Nafir.
Damn, you know his name!
Stand to attention. Explain what you're doing here. Come on.
I stick my head out. Oh, hey.
You stick your head out. You're like, what? A human comes down. Like, what? Don't I know you?
Yeah. We met.
Wait a minute. Are you Tess? Oh shit! Ah! Comes down. It's like,
So I'm not supposed to fireball them.
You could bring down the hut.
I say this audibly.
No, do not bring down the hut. Do not bring down
I
the
say
hut.
this audibly so they can hear.
Do not bring down the hut. This is...
Yeah.
oh, dude,
I don't know who these people are, but do not bring down the hut.
You fucking met them.
No, I didn't.
you met this one.
No, I didn't. It was Pickles.
Oh shit! It was Pickles. Oh fuck!
no.
So they're like, everyone, hey, these are the humans that saved me and rescued me from those pirates. It's like, pirates. Oh, pirates. Call pirates. It's like, yeah. It's like, oh, what are you doing back here, Small?
We're here to visit a few places. We're heading to Nangalore, and we were planning to stop by Kirsabal to try to get some,
Oh, you finally taking me up on my offer, my warm welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Tonight.
I'm
promise
like shaking my head frantically. No, don't.
I promised you to be welcome as guests, thanks to everything you did for me.
Oh my god.
Thanks. We heard there was a Kenku settlement around here. Do you know what happened to them?
It shouldn't be too far from here. Maybe a few minutes fly. But I thought that's where the black smoke we saw from a distance was coming from. Caw-caw.
I throw my hands up in the air. They don't even know.
Are you talking out loud?
No.
Okay.
I say
Well, Tess
call back.
doesn't know what the fuck is going on in the hut. Do you have a friendly relationship with them?
Not particularly. They've upped to antics there and there. We have to place them now and then, but they've been awfully quiet for the last couple months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here like I'm just pantomiming at this point.
Let me speak with my friend, and then we'll talk. Okay.
All right. Our seer saw some black. He starts talking to them. Oh, that black magic might not be here. Where could it have gone?
So this is Nafir. Kenku, Swallow, why do you look like you're having a panic attack?
Do you know?
That would be because he's having a panic attack.
Yeah, but why?
I'm just like I look at your call. I'm like I'm not. You're gonna have to say everything for me because I actually no. I don't have to do that. I mimic a human voice. Look, it's complicated to explain, but just know that it like seeing me would be bad.
Well, they said they don't have bad relationships with the Kenku settlement, unless they're lying.
I wouldn't say they're lying. It's more that they have a bias towards their personal, their relationship is really not that good.
So, are you gonna stay in this hut forever?
No, I'm gonna sneak out the back and fly. Oh wait, they can fly too. Fuck. Hey, can anyone cast invisible?
No.
I can, but
Are you?
Or
Are
you-
you
Why don't you like them?
I
You've
don't
got
actually.
yourself and this other unconscious Kenku on the floor, and like we're gonna have to get help for that one somehow.
God
So
freaking damn it! Look,
unless you're
these-
carrying him with you,
Look, I don't know. Okay,
The
What-
like
what-
second
they hate the
slot that says invisibility.
I mean, they
don't know.
police us around because they consider themselves superior or some shit. You know, like it's just really difficult to deal with. I can't guarantee that they won't just like tell us to get lost or some shit, or even worse, like try to kill us for perpetrating the black magic as they call it. They might think we're the root cause or something.
Bro, I got an invisibility second slot, man.
Like
so,
it
well,
would also probably be easier for you guys to deal with them if they know you're not in my company.
Hey, do you guys
okay.
speak Kenku?
Huh? Like, you
Hey,
see-
do you guys speak Kenku?
As you walk out, you do see two of them flew off towards the left, the other one off to the right. No, but we haven't met many good ones, but hate is. This guy raises his hand. I can go. Wait, we have a unworking relationship with them at times.
Vibe check? What the fuck does that mean?
Okay, make an insight check. Or are you doing detect thoughts?
just vibing. Not like probing,
Okay.
just vibing.
This guy is probably racist, right? He's like, oh fuck, Kenku, and he has like a bad emotion in his face and bad like thoughts, like emotions-wise. Nefir seems to be he's acting more so as diplomatic, as like they come from Kirsabal, which is monasteric in its tradition, so they have to at least probably diplomatically with other races not show racism. But even he seems to have a sort of bias when you bring up Kenku, as in like, oh those.
Do you promise to be nice?
Of course, you're friends of Tess, and I don't know you, but Tess and the others helped save me from jail. Caw-caw.
Hey, you hear that?
Yeah, I ain't buying it. This is not how it works.
Again, I have a second thingamajiggy
Fireball.
slot.
Let's
Okay.
not go there. They look, just because there's like social beef doesn't mean we have to fire. Look, if someone can make the two of us invisible, I'll sneak this guy out.
you
Just
know,
try our best.
I'll just tell them to like go ahead, and we'll meet them at Crucible. Okay. Hey, Nefir, we're taking some of the injuries, but like we got some information
Injuries?
about.
I'll call for a cleric right away.
No. We'll
Sure.
meet. How about we meet you at
Quick, get-
Crucible?
Get the seers, get
And-
the monks. They must be tending to. They're honored guests. Caw-caw. Flies off. What's you need?
Yeah, we'll meet you there. Can you tell them that like we'll meet you there, and
Oh, are you sure? It's a bit of a flight. You have to.
we've got some flight since we've last met.
Oh, truly.
Yeah, and we have some more information about what happened to the Kenku settlement, so we'll trade information then, okay?
You sure? I was supposed to come investigate the dark smoke, but if you have information, is it anything I should look into right now?
You should probably call your scouts back. There is some harm that might come from it, but at the moment it's handled.
All right. Give me a persuasion check. You have advantage because Nefir, like, you saved this guy from jail. All right. That says, well, I'll trust you, Tess. I'll call them back and then we can regroup and count. If you need any help, let us know. We can see for miles around on Kirsabal, so we'll see you approach.
Yep.
Caring for your injured.
Yep.
Flies off.
I'm just sitting here. All right, okay. Meanwhile, Saul is just sitting here like, oh my god, they're all dead. They're all dead.
I told them to get away from the settlement, okay? Calm your tits.
I don't have. Hold up. Well, I don't know. Truth be told, if they do find the settlement and realize all the Kenkus turned into mutated Kenku,
He was about to fireball them anyway, so,
yeah, but like I was hoping we'd be able to like take our time, not gonna bring them out one by one, but looks like that's
Dave
not
was literally 5 seconds away from fireballing them.
happening. That's Dave. You know how he is. He wants to fireball a lot of things. He was about to fireball these
I was
guys.
4 seconds away from fireballing those guys.
Yeah, like see what I mean?
Blackbirds,
Like,
white birds, he doesn't care.
yeah, like, I think Dave just likes fireballing birds.
I would have killed him. Now, either give me some solutions with this, or make your peace.
Man.
Give me some options. Are you staying here, or are we? I mean, we gotta get to Gearspal to get like some information, maybe some resources, and then we gotta head to Nangalore and figure out what the fuck is up with Dave.
I can tell them to be nice.
It's not quite how it works.
He's over here like, yeah, I think that's how it
I-
works for me.
I didn't know you guys had working relations with them. Like, it would have been one thing if we just went in. You guys just been like, subjugated to that shit. But like this kind of changes things.
I think what he's trying to say, Jagar speaks up, is like he hates Aarakocra. He's racist, very much so, and they are racist towards him. So they just don't, water him away.
Oh, that makes
we
sense.
got-
I met a lot of people like that at Wizard College.
Yeah, they've been, at difficulties for years now, ever since that whole debacle, like 100, 200 years ago.
Okay, how about we carry Jakar inside and he can just tell you everything that happens.
I'm not racist. I just have things against Aarakocra because they got things against me. It's just a reaction, okay?
Well, okay, but we got bigger problems here. I wave a sweeping hand towards, the guy that was possessed by Sirak and just the whole general situation. And we're on a deadline, and Dave is like disappearing every other 10 minutes, so
Yeah, so shouldn't we go to that other place first and deal with Dave? Look, if you're gonna go to Crucible, I'm not sure if I can sit this one out because staying in the jungle probably isn't the greatest idea either. But I'm gonna have to think of something in the next 10 minutes. All I'm saying is, like, regardless of my own feelings, if I'm with you guys, they're less likely to cooperate with you.
Scam's a little injured, right?
A little bit.
A little bit? Okay.
Inkies, my ankles hurt. Ouchie.
Okay.
We'll take him to Kirsabal to treat him, and then we'll dip and head to Nangalore.
Actually, let me think about this. Where is the distance, by the way?
To Here's a Ball?
I'm just looking distance to Nangalore.
Oh, let's check that. Right here.
We needed to hit Kirsabal for information about Scam's parents.
Right. I'm just trying to think. Faf hasn't flew yet, right?
Not today, right? Or is it still the same day?
Today
It's a new
is
day.
You
New day
guys,
by now.
this was where the Kenku village was. This
Right.
time, right?
Right.
And so you're basically one tile away from Kirsabal, which is 10 miles.
Okay. Okay, how about this? I'm gonna stay here and try to hide so I don't get mauled by another, mutant, whatever stuff. I'll stay with this guy. You guys fly over. Faf can fly back. Flies me and the other dude to Nangalore. How about that?
Why don't we
all just go together?
Yeah.
I just explained.
Just stay here. Like you're not certain that Nangalore is any safer than here, right?
Well, I mean, there's people living there. Okay, yeah.
Unless you want to trust your body and this unconscious dude with Valindra.
Jakal will also speak up. I'm not usually the voice of reason, but there is a war going on. Kirsabal could be a good ally.
Yeah, I know, right?
I look at Jakar. I'm just so betrayed.
I'm
Yeah, I mean,
saying there's only so much racial differences can get you, right? And I'm the huge racist here. I hate humans.
yeah. Look. Okay,
I'm the racist
every ally is an ally against a Sirak, and clearly a Sirak is doing more horrific shit onto your people than the Aarakocras at the moment, right?
All right, hold up. Does anyone have a disguise kit or know how to make me look different? That would probably help too. I can always pretend to be something else, but I don't know what to do about this guy though.
I could give you a haircut.
I don't think that's how it works, man.
I think
I
we
think
should just tell them to take care of him. We can't bring him with us. We can't bring him with us. Right?
She does make a good point. Are you just gonna trudge this guy into the exiled city of Nangalo?
God damn it. Alright, fine. You guys win this one. I'm sticking with them though. Actually, maybe not the best idea, but
Who is this guy anyway?
I don't know.
When did he get here?
He was the snail. And the thing before the snail.
Oh, holy shit, how long was I gone?
Yes.
That's crazy.
I know, right? Now, let's just get on with it. I'm going to subjugate myself to racial scrutiny. Kind of like Portland and Zaru, but like 100 times worse.
But is it time to rock out?
Yes, Vav.
I actually do have a disguise kit. I just checked.
Yeah, I don't. This
What
guy
is
is
this
someone.
gonna do?
Let me check if I know how to cast disguise self. It's time.
What does
How do
this
you
guy's
make
kit
a
even have in
disguise?
it? What does it have in it? It's just like the
I
glasses
own
with
a
the
disguise
mustache.
kit, and I own costume clothes. Those were my starting items.
We've had them this whole time.
But like, is it disguise like makeup and stuff? Does that work on Kenkus? Does their Kenku makeup? I don't know.
Probably dyes. You can dye your feathers. You can put a mask on.
She's still gonna look like a fucking bird.
No. Okay, here's the play. I part of me is already red. If I make the other part of me red,
Then you'll look like a Hot Topic scene kid.
it's okay. Maybe I can pass myself up as like something that's not a Kenku. Who knows?
That has an Eric Krokra.
that might be a little bit of a stretch. I don't know how to fly. I can pass myself as some other bird being that they never heard of before, you know? We all live on this fucking island. We're pretty self-contained.
How about
I
I
can
just
say
tell
I'm an
them to be
immigrant.
nice?
No, don't do that. That would do the exact opposite. You know, kind of like how I asked you to do anything, you refuse to do it.
Okay, but what if they don't be nice?
I'm
Then we fireball them.
I'm just gonna tell them to be nice.
Look, I'm just saying I can pass myself up as like from your lands, you know? Are there red birds in your lands?
Uh-huh.
What? Is that weird? Look, I haven't been off this island before. Jakan, they're red birds that exist, right?
How are we gonna disguise your beak?
There's phoenixes in the elemental plane of fire.
Yeah, just say my beak is this color. It's fine. You know, birds have different colored beaks. It's okay.
Just cast invisibility on just your beak. Got him.
Yeah.
There are some religious orders that cover up the entire body, including like the face. They wear like a veil and stuff.
Can no one here put an illusion on him? Like you over there, point.
I
at
can
Scam.
make him invisible, but I just want to make friends.
Wait for
You
a
will
minute,
have an
man.
easier time making friends without me here for once.
This one here points at Scam. Hides his tail all the time. Can't you do something for him?
I mean, I have minor illusion disguise self. Only lasts a minute though.
You know
I
what?
don't know
Screw
how-
this.
I've
I'm just
never done
gonna
it for other people, man.
take the
Well-
heat. It'll be fine. You know, if people,
Yeah, you're gonna get roasted bird. Delicious.
yeah, I'm already what 60% roasted bird, 40% roasted bird.
Don't worry, Swallow. I support you with fireball.
Thanks. I only take half damage from that.
Okay, I wasn't gonna shoot it at you,
But if you want,
but yeah, that if you really want to.
All right, you know what? It's fine. Screw this. I'm just gonna. You know what? If you guys are the ones who want to be reasonable, and practical, fine. You know, this is definitely a rare occurrence. I'll just bite the bullet. I'll take my W's where I can.
So
I'm getting on the fucking bird.
Let's go.
All right, y'all get on the bird. Faf is ready. Jakar goes
Grumble,
back,
grumble,
turns into
grumble,
a sword.
grumble, 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 grumble.
You enter the skies above and return. As you are leaving, though, Dave, from your dome that's disappearing. You see it disappear into blue magical lights and white lights, and you hear you feel the hair on your neck tingle out, and you see one eye moment just staring back as you fly off, and you hear a whisper, only you, in your head. I see you. As you fly.
I'm fireballing that.
You just fireball his face.
Yep, fuck that.
You guys fly off
Oh,
and you
what
just see
the
Dave
fuck was that?
What the fuck?
leave a scorch mark in your way.
Dave, are you sure you're not losing your mind?
Did you not see that shit?
No. Tess, did you see that shit?
No?
So?
If I probe him, can I see that shit?
You mind probe him like into his.
Detect thoughts?
Yeah. Do you want to like read his thoughts completely?
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy shit, that was the scariest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. What the fuck was that? That's crazy, man.
You hear those thoughts, and you hear him repeating that phrase of "I see you."
Let's fucking see this bitch.
That's really creepy.
Dude, is he hallucinating? Like, what's going on?
Can I tell if it's a hallucination? Because it's in his mind, right?
Yeah,
So it's
can't
not like.
tell if he actually saw it or if it was a hallucination. No one else saw it, but he did, and that's what hallucination is. But
Well, Dave definitely saw it.
Tess, I think he's going mad.
What's new?
Don't worry, I have 2 more of those.
Are you gonna spend them? Are you gonna fire them off the next time you see something as well?
I think I got him.
You think you got him?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, does chilling on FAF count as a short rest?
don't worry about that yet. Not long enough.
Fuck. Try to check if I get another fireball or not. See if I can get a reload.
Mother. I'm just sitting here. Yeah, I would have continued grumbling on the bird. Freaking stuck up pieces of it. Also, I'm not racist. Hold up.
No, he's pretty racist, and I can.
Haven't we met some other Aarakocra at like Swallow with the Rock, right? The Rock had like Aarakocra attendants, right?
The Rock, yes, there was a bunch of Aarakocra there.
Wasn't Swallow there?
Yes,
Or
but
was that-
those weren't the Kirsa Ball ones. That's specifically.
No,
Oh.
no, I'm not racist. Okay, those guys are fine. Bird Jesus is fine.
These guys, no fine.
These guys are
No
not
bueno.
fine. Exactly.
Not
I can't
fine.
believe I'm agreeing with the person hallucinating, but yeah.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
That's crazy. All right, as you guys fly high into the air and continue for actually not too long at all, as in the night in your escape of the charnel fields of the Kenku village, you would fuck this size is not correct.
Wow, that kink is sure is big.
Oh, okay. You guys fly high into the sky and can see, approaching, where the jungle gives way to a sort of mountainous area, and one mountain goes high into the air, and in the sides of it you see little lines of definition as a monastery takes form. And you see, as you approach, Kir Sabal.
As you say that shit, I'm sitting here like groaning. Ah,
I'm gonna throw you off this fucking ship.
If you throw me off the ship, I won't be alive to have to talk to those people.
You see a monastery all along the mountain, high, rising into the air, hundreds and hundreds of feet, multiple buildings, multiple places, and all around you. As you get closer, you do see Aarakocra flying from building to building. A couple of them, flying about, just like fluttering in the air, having conversations as they do, and they point out and see you. And you see that, the notice was given, Nephir, as well as the other ones, don't seem to react. The guard Aarakocra that seem to be ready don't react, and you see a few of them start flying out towards you to greet you and bring you into their monastery proper. That's what we'll end the session.
Grumble, 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 grumble.
So I don't fireball him?
I thought you were saving it for that eye creature.
Maybe them. They'll be okay. Maybe.
Yeah, I won't be.
Good shit, guys. You made it to Gears of Ball.
Angry.
What were you gonna do if we had to come here to save Scam or kill Scam's parents or something? I don't know.
I was not gonna show up to kill Scam's parents, and look, I was gonna think of something.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I would have sneaked in or
I mean,
something.
Wait, why did you bring this up this entire time we were planning to go to Kirsabal?
Yeah, I thought we were just going to the village.
I literally said we were going to Kirsabal like 18 times.
Out of character, I thought Crucible was the village.
Hell, Kate Guard allowed inside Gears of Ball.
Alright, turns out I was never even from Crucible. I was from outside Crucible. Very nice. Good to know.
Just like in Port Inzaro, you win the fucking outer slums.
Oh my god. No wonder I was so comfortable there. It's the exact same thing.
Good shit, though. You guys, you know, did
Good
that.
shit.
When that clash rolled a 20.
Dude, I was like, damn, that's my second 20 clash, and oh fuck, this means bad things.
I actually just thought we couldn't use inspiration after you rolled, so I was just like, oh.
No, you can use
Otherwise
inspiration after the thing. It's not a DC, it's a roll off.
Okay.
So, like, for instance, if I had things that could infect that clash, I could have rolled it.
It's okay. I didn't have to roll 9 dice, just 2.
Yeah, pretty good.
I was looking through my list. I was like, I don't have anything else. I don't have anything left.
Start sacrificing body parts.
Dude, I was about to be like, do I sacrifice my eyes or something?
Yeah.
That would be kind of annoying.
That's something Fui was not gonna do this time.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I was gonna be like, I think this one I'm gonna have to be the one doing it because I'm the one who came up with the stupid idea in the first place. One of them in there is definitely a human. Yep, that's me. I'm the human, not a bird.
Last shock. It's kind of crazy.
Dude, I'm about to pass myself off as a freaking bird from the foreign countries, you know?
And that is PNPD 47.